everybody, it's MadameWario. I had to play it one last time. I was like, I have to play it one more time. I can't let the trailer escape. It was still set on this scene on OBS, and I was like, okay, no, we can't erase it. It's not allowed. Can't do it. Oh! Girl! I don't know how loud these are, by the way.
I give it 14 Madam 5 BAHS. Or maybe 14 Doritos Chip S.
Dorito Chip S also. Oh my god, I'm a noob now. I don't even know what I'm looking at. Okay, Psycho. Psycho.
Worry not, my children, for the light that
And
will
Pixie.
radiate from me and my flower.
Oh my god,
crown
no.
will touch the hearts of all of you as well.
No.
My beauty is a beauty to be shared.
No.
Thank you.
No. Oh my god. What is happening? I've lost all
Our
control.
Subiversary can get drunk now.
Sub? Oh my god, wait. I'm behind. I'm not a pro anymore. I lost all skill. I lost all skill.
But they're not your average points.
4-month hype. Love you, Bobo. Thank you for being you.
Oh.
Madam 5BAH,
What?
Madam 5BAH, Madam 5BAH, Madam 5BAH, Madam 5BAH.
Oh my god, I love you too.
Hey, I'm Dina. Stand up straight.
Scott.
Stand up straight. Well, you know what? I was standing up
Wait.
straight. You want to do hip hop? You got to stand like this.
It's just gonna
Start out
be
just
me going,
hitting it.
wait, for
Hit
this
it.
first half.
I'll give him a bye. Peace. I'm out.
Oh my god, Scott, man, thank you so much for the gift subs. I don't even know. I'm like, wait, who? Okay, we have Psycho Nacho Man, Pixie, Snack Attack, Red Mage Patrick, 5 gift subs from Scott Man. Oh my god, thank you so much. Psycho.
Trio.
Guys, I did not expect like immediate hype, especially after this weekend. Madam Toadstool, thank you so much. Okay, hold on. I gotta give all the bars.
But they're not your average points.
I don't even have bars right now.
Almost to the 40-month mark.
Oh my-
Madam 5BAH.
Oh my god. No, I don't even know how to type my own emote.
Who said the hype had to end this past weekend? SGM
Such
never
a
ends.
noob. Oh no. My bot, okay. I don't know what's happening.
Throw your hands up.
Oh
give
my
it a
god, that
bow.
sounds so much better in headphones. I don't know what's happening. I can't get my bars to. They're not showing up for me in chat. Like, if they're showing up for you guys, they look wrong. They don't even look like anything for me. Like, how do I type my own emote? Did I do. I typed it right. You saw them? I did not see them. Oh my god, I'm sorry. I'm a noob. I love you guys. I'm like, I would not. I just want to say thanks for putting up with me this weekend, you guys, because I seriously typed in all caps for like 3 days straight. I was that person that probably would get banned on any other stream because I could not, like, I needed emphasis. I was like, I can't not scream everything right now, so I'm just gonna type in caps constantly to get my mood across. Like, seriously, 98% of what I typed in chat was all caps. So if you were there and you were like, why is MadameWario screaming nonstop? Like, it was just, I couldn't help it. I could not, like, my caps lock was on, like, literally the entire weekend. It was a rarity to have it turned off because I was so excited. Like, I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. Also, I don't know how, I'm so cursed. It's so cursed.
You are the one that entered yourself into the drawing, proceeded to win the drawing.
No.
Then flaunted your crown in a huge speech in Old English, then waited a minute, then thanked yourself with 7.
That was maybe my favorite moment. Angelia, thank you. Pixie, thank you.
Gotta get in on this HYPETRAIN.
come on, Siri, you know how to pronounce words. Like, we know you're lying here. You guys, this weekend was amazing. I'm just here to say, like, I love you all. I miss everybody. I miss being able to have, like, a legit con weekend with everybody, but this was it. Like, this was the next best thing, and even if we had been able to see each other, like, this still would have been, like, such an amazing experience, and I'm, like, completely overwhelmed. I feel so warm, yet it's, like, so weird. It's very bittersweet. It's, like, I feel so warm and loved and, like, just encompassed in the best feelings, but then I'm also, like, sad it's over. I thank you guys so much for making this weekend amazing. Shy Guy for Days, thank you so much for the sub.
Sup, lady, yes. I missed you guys even though I spent the weekend with most of you. Lol.
Oh, Kitty Love is so appropriate. Psycho. Thank you.
Hash mm.
What? 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 Also, I'm sorry, guys. I don't know how loud these alerts are. I'm using my headphones because I'm gonna have Odie on here later, and my headphones have been plugged in. Oh, hype what? Oh, you guys, thank you so much. I really was not expecting anything like this at the beginning of this stream, because I was just thinking, like, hey, we're gonna, you know, there was so much hype this weekend. I'm like, and you guys, seriously, like, you smashed the goal time and time again. Like, I know that Odie didn't really say this. I said this a couple times when I was noobishly on the mic and then in the chat, but, like, literally, you know, when Odie was visiting me over the holidays, he was on my couch and he's like, I think I'll have a charity event. And I was like, you should. That sounds awesome. Like, it was literally that, like, short of a conversation that just escalated beyond anything. And I'm so incredibly proud of him. But he originally was like, you think we could raise $5,000? Is that too much? Is that too high? Like, I don't know if we'll actually reach that. And I was like, I would just set it there anyway. And then as we got closer to the event and we started talking about getting a sponsorship with a possible, like, charity to actually be partnered with the event, not just like, hey, we're throwing this money at charity and they don't even know about it. Odie had to write a letter to the charity, to BCRF, the charity that was chosen for the event, Breast Cancer Research Foundation. And when he wrote it, just reading the number 5,000, I was like, look, you've stated in here what we've raised individually for charity, and you've talked about how many people are involved, and I was like, maybe you should up it to 10,000, just because, maybe, who knows, I don't know, but there are a lot of us, maybe with all of our communities together, that could be doable, but, like, there was hesitation there to even, like, think, oh, 10,000 might be, like, we were just thinking, like, 5,000 might not even be, like, a realistic goal, and after last night, it was like after the bits and subs and all that was added in, it's like over $17,000 was raised for BCRF. So you guys, thank you so much. And I know I speak for all of us when I say that that is coming from the bottom of all of our hearts, everybody involved. That's not just me. I am by no means meaning to be like, wow, thanks guys. Like, I appreciate you alone. Like, no, everybody that was involved, just thank you so much. And, like, yes, there were tons of us behind the scenes and up on the mic and figuring things out as we went and running and all that stuff, but, like, it would not have been the event that it truly was without all of you in the chat. And it was very heartwarming to me, I will say, you guys, to see the familiar faces, the familiar names from my streams that I see on here all the time from my community. They're literally all weekend. So thank you guys so much for coming out and supporting the entire event, not just being like, oh, this is Madame's hour, I'm gonna go watch her and then ignore the event the rest of the time. Like, no, you guys showed up and you were there, like, to support no matter who was running. I saw so many of you there, like, the entire time, whether, you know, because this was not about me, this was not about any of us individually, this was just about doing something that we all love for charity. So thank you guys so much for coming out to show your support. Like, I saw you. I know that I may not have been able to say anything because I was watching a million things when I was on the mic announcing, or I may not have been in the chat, like, other than my screaming, like, oh my god, but, like, you know how I like to call everybody out individually in chat and read your names and be like, hi, which I haven't even done yet because it's been crazy in here, too. You know, it takes all my willpower to not be like, wait, let me read the names and say hi to everybody, but, like, I saw you, so thank you so much for being there. You guys are unbelievably awesome. Oh, hi, Alan. Literally the only person I've said hi to is Alan. Oh my god, sorry, my chair's making really weird noises too. Yeah, what if I just said hi to Alan? Like, that's it. No one else gets a hello. I'm gonna start saying hi to everybody because I probably have lost some of the names that were here in the very beginning. I know I saw Here Upon Will, I saw Odie, I saw Phantom Tempest, which they're probably in here somewhere, but I know I saw them at the very beginning. Psycho Nacho Man, Red Mage Patrick, Casanova 64, there's Alan again, Sky Spirit, there's Will, Mario Gamerable, Pixie, Mr. Wario, Stardev, Snack, Attack. I know, I forgot. I was like, I forgot how to stream. I lost it. Madam Toadstool, Power to Mario. Did I say Power to Mario more than once? I don't know. But Pokemon 20,810. I think I said Sky Spirit already. Casanova. If I'm saying everybody twice, then it's just because I'm cool. Anyway, Madam Mom is here. DJ Mikey 242. Oh my god. Red Mage, the So-So Ship. I know I'm saying everybody like more than once. I'm like, my mind is spinning. I lost all control. I lost my abilities to stream. Oh my god. Alright, Angelia. Who else have I not said hi to yet? Shy Guy for Days. Hopefully I didn't just like gloss over somebody and it's like, oh hey, I was the one person that was just denied, I guess. Wolf Kaminari. A Wario Boy 46. I meant to bring out the plushie. Dang it. I'm not prepared. Octoling Mikey, thank you for the sub. Oh my god. Thank you. Oh, thank you PTM for the gift sub. Thank you so much, PTM. Oh my god, I know. I was like, I think I went to bed at like 4:30 last night, as most of us did. 4:30 my time anyway. And so I went to bed and well, first of all, Jilly tried to wake me up for like 3 hours. I was like, I don't know why you think 3 hours of sleep is enough, Jilly, but okay. And then finally at like, I don't know, 10:30, 11, I was like, all right, fine, forget it. I guess I'm not like sleeping in as much as I thought, but then I just like laid in bed and reminisced for like an hour and a half, so it was fine. Zebra Goomba, TSG, Zebra. Oh my gosh. Thank you guys for being here. I love having all of you here. You guys are the best. For real. Thank you, Slick Star Wolf. I appreciate it. So I wanted to just kind of do my own like little reflection before I have Odie in here to reflect, because Odie really didn't get to like be seen or heard very much. Like he was like everything behind, like the whole functionality of the stream was all him, and then at night it was all Bill the Fajita. So like I feel like both of them didn't really get their chance to like come out and be like, hey, this is like how I feel about this, whatever. But like I think I know Odie announced at the very beginning, and that was it. Like, then he wasn't seen again, except for when he, like, would unmute his mic and cough for all of us to hear, like, randomly. And then he would, like, he was on there for a couple interviews, and then he was also, like, at the end. So it was, like, all that time in between, you know, there were, like, 67 hours by the end of this. He was just completely behind the scenes. So, you know, every time somebody said time on a run, that was him. Every time there was a whoosh, that was him. Like, every time anything happened, the setup, the, like, perfect, like, layouts. By the way, shout out to Bubba, again, for the layouts. But every time everything was set up, like, that was all being done, like, as runs were going on. Like, there was nonstop work. So, shout out to Odinspec. He worked his butt off, and I know Bill the Fajita probably did too during the night shift when I tried to stay up as long as I could before I knew I needed to sleep. But I know they both like did amazing jobs, absolutely amazing. It was such a seamless event. It was it did not come off amateur at all. Like when Odie and I were talking about it, he's like, I want this to look good. Like, I don't want it to be like a halfway done. Like, hey, here we are. This isn't really put together that well, but like, it was awesome. Like, it looked so professional. It looked like a big deal, and it was a big deal. So, I also have more links, you guys, for those of you who don't know or you weren't there at the very end, because it was late. More links in this command. So, obviously, all the VODs right now are available on Odinspec's Twitch channel. So you can find, if you missed anything, like, they're all there. They will be uploaded, probably, you know, he said April, like, give him some time. He's done a lot of work and he has a lot of rendering to do still. But, like, there is a YouTube channel. We're trying to get where it has its own URL because right now it's a hot mess. So if you guys are on YouTube and you, subscribing on YouTube is free. So if you give it a sub, you'll see all the VODs clean and cut and individually on there momentarily, but we're trying to get a nice backlog with a good link. So definitely subscribe to the YouTube channel for future events. There is a Twitch channel that is twitch.tv/stackedgamemarathon because obviously we do want to move this to its own channel because this is happening again. There's no question of like, well, if we might, no, like it's happening again. We all had an amazing time. It was an amazing, amazing event. And then as always, the Twitter is just there for you to follow. It's still going to be live. And then the schedule's just there for reference for what I'm talking about today. So like, I mean, obviously the event is over, so it's like cool, but I'm the kind of person that I seriously reminisce for like 10 years after something happens. Like I'm that person that annoys everybody. Like, I don't know if you guys have seen the movie Can't Hardly Wait, but there's one guy at the party in that movie that's like, hey, you remember that time when we went to the pool and we did, like, that's me. I'm like, oh shoot, that guy is 100% my life. Like, that is exactly how I go above and beyond, like, to reminisce for the rest of time. So like, yeah, remember that time when we did SGM? I annoy Odie so much with this too. I'm like, you remember that time we went to the movies and I spilled popcorn all over the floor and then we were and he's like, why are you talking? Like, why? Why are you talking about this? But like, I can't. Like, I'm so annoying when it comes to reminiscing. Like, it's my favorite thing to do. Also, Bubba 1722 in the house. It's my favorite thing to do is reminisce. So I naturally want to talk about it forever. 10 is Bubba. I was waiting for your run so I could donate to 10 is Bubba. Oh my god. You guys, it was so much fun. You guys are the best and the most fun. I was gonna have music on in the background for this, but I don't know if I can get it quiet enough. I don't know. Let me know. Well, that might be okay. Oh, that's also probably because it's fading out. Okay, I'll just have music on for now. I don't know if I will when Odie's on, but Yoshi95, how's it going? But yeah, this weekend was truly amazing, and I'm just so grateful to everybody. Like, the gratitude I feel for all of you is just like unbelievable. Like, I love you guys so much. I love this community. I cannot wait to do this kind of thing again. I know we all were saying this too. Like, I can't wait until COVID is not a concern anymore and we can all like get together and enjoy the con experience. Like, I just can't wait for any of that. Like, I'm so excited for when that's actually a thing again. So I know I woke up and realized SGM is over. I know, I'm like, oh, that's not allowed. Like, I don't want this to be over. And you guys, thank you for like listening to me on the mic. I don't know what it was, because I love being on the mic. I love talking. Like, I am super comfortable in that setting, but like for some reason before I had to be an announcer for like donations, I literally almost peed my pants. Like I was so wound up and nervous, and I was like, oh my god, what if I'm like called to like announce something, I'm not even sitting there because I like ran out of the room. But like I don't know why I was panicked. Like I something took over and I was just like and then it literally happened. Like my first shift announcing, I straight up, I was like, okay, I can't eat. I'm gonna shove this stuff down my throat because I'm so nervous. And I like shoved my mouth full of food, and like right at that second, I think it was during Siz's Spyro 2 run, he's like, hey, so are there any donations? And I'm like choking on my food, and I had to like frantically type, like chewing, like, and they're like, yoo-hoo, Bobo, and I'm like, oh my god, I'm already failing. I'm setting the bar so low. I was a ball of panic the entire time. I don't know why. And I like tried to look at the chat, and I was like scared. I was like, oh my god, my brain was clearly not functioning. Like I was chewing. I had to go nervously run to the bathroom like 5 times. And then, you know, I don't know what was taking over my brain. I was just like trying to be professional, but then also feeling super unprofessional. But it was a fun time. It was so much fun. It was just like the initial anxiety was like, and then, you know, it is a little hard to balance too. Like, for one of my announcing shifts, it was during Tamal's 2 runs, and he was the only one. He had no co-commentator or anything, so he can't keep an eye on anything going on. So it's like, I kind of had to be his eyes, and I was like, you know, I didn't want to like step on his toes and like co-commentate or anything, because I didn't even know anything about the games he was playing. But, I was like, oh my god, what if, my mind is going, what if he's thinking, like, why is she so silent? Because when you're doing that, like, it's dead silent except for the voice you're hearing, and you're not, like, seeing the game or hearing the audio, so you're just like, it's like the ultimate anxiety. So thank you guys. I really appreciate the compliments and the reassurance that I was not the worst announcer in the entire world. I was like, oh my god, what am I doing? Yeah, you did it too when you were supposed to be telling Scooter what character to race as, and you couldn't freaking find it. Everybody did a great job with announcing that. I heard almost every single person on the mic. The only people I didn't hear were the ones overnight that were like super in the middle of the night or something. Everybody did an amazing job. I know we were all in the same boat. Everybody was like, I don't know why I'm so nervous for this. Like, why am I freaking out? But it was a time. It was just like, that was the way to handle it. Also, shout outs to that cough at the end of your run while Scoots was announcing. Yeah, we were all like, hashtag cough. Oh my god. And I'm also somebody who, like, I have a little bit of dyslexia, so, like, I get a little bit nervous to read out loud, like, really nice comments, because I'm like, oh my god, if I start tripping this up, I'm gonna read it completely wrong and say something weird. So I'm like, ooh, reading out loud sometimes is not, you guys have been here, you know, sometimes I trip and fail, and yeah, but I know, the cough is now part of Owen's brand. You gotta have Owen's P1 cough. Like, it has to happen. Also, is this still playing? Like, oh, this is just like a really... Oh, this is Mario Paint. Okay, I was like, this is just like a really quiet song. There we go. I'm like, I gotta switch to a song louder than this. So anyway, just to let you guys know a little bit of the behind the scenes, I was a ball of crazy energy during during my announcing shifts, but it was so much fun. I wish I could have talked to the chat a little bit more, but we were pretty right on the beat with like, okay, we gotta move on. We gotta go to the next game. I didn't have a ton of time between to be like, hey guys, let's have casual conversation. So, it was just one of those things. But Hannah's welcome to the stream. But yeah, seriously, you guys, thank you so much for hanging out with us this weekend. I had an absolute blast with all of you. I had my biggest block was on Saturday where I had to announce, and then I did co-commentary with Madame Toadstool. That was a lot of fun. That was the only thing well, that wasn't the only thing I co-commed on, but that was the only planned co-com that I was going to be doing. And then I had my own Mario Party run, and I was so frantic because I was like running to get everything ready because I had no time in between, and we had like an interview right after, and I was like, oh my god. Again, ball of panic. So thank you guys so much. I can't wait to watch the video back and see what was going on in the chat, because I had some really weird fails I never have, like, and I had a triumph also that never happened. So I was like, what has happened? Like, what happened? I don't know. Clayman FH, welcome to the stream. You got really nervous about commentating? Oh my gosh. Yeah, thankfully your cough dropped. You could have just played it off as the big owns P1 cough though, Zebra. I'm also, you guys, I just want to let you know, like, we have a huge group of friends that I'm affiliated with that also stream and make content, and all that good stuff, or just are involved in the community. So I have like this huge circle of friends that I talk about all the time, or I reference. So it was really great to have you guys at an event where you could actually see them, or you could hear them, or you could participate, like, in, just being a part of that and learning kind of who these people are that I'm constantly talking about. Because it's one thing to, like, take it upon yourself to be like, hey, M-Dub said this person was cool, I'll check him out. That, for whatever reason, that takes far more effort than when you're just there and the people I'm always talking about are there, and there you go. Like, so it was great to have you guys, like, introduced to kind of, like, my realm in the gaming community. That was super fun for me anyway. And getting in on all the jokes and all the ridiculous stuff happening on the chat was so much fun. And I have to say, I feel very blessed because I was on the mic when we hit 5,000. I was the announcer, and then I was on the mic again during 10,000 during MT's unforgettable run of Kelly Slater, Pro Surfer. By the way, where the heck is Kelly? We tried to get him to come the entire weekend. He didn't show up. So, yoo-hoo, Kelly, notice me. Kelly. If I had announced towards the end, I would have just gone out going, Kelly. Like, what the heck, Kelly? Like, we were waiting for you to show up. Oh, thanks, Madam Mom. Madam Mom said, even though you all were nervous, it didn't show. You all did a great job, which I agree with. You guys were awesome. Everybody I watched was, like, so fluid. I was like, oh, pros. Nobody was chewing during their, commentary. It was great. So, yeah, hashtag notice us, Kelly. Notice me, Kelly. Oh, my God, that would have been amazing. But, yeah, of all things. And it was so funny because literally 10,000 was reached on Madame Toadstool's run of Kelly Slater Pro Surfer, an ocean game. And then, sure enough, 15,000 was reached during Zebra's run of SpongeBob SquarePants. And it was like, what are the like cursed ocean games are taking over the goals. Like, I don't know how this happened, but it was great. Yeah, chewing. You guys were waiting, and I'm like, what do? I can't go on the mic and be like, but I couldn't do that. So I was just like, okay, I'm gonna frantically type chewing. That was my first instinct. Oh my God. Plus it was like early in the day. Early in the entire event. It was very early on. So I was like, oh my God, I have nothing to go off. I'm making this up as I go. Am I a pro yet? I don't know. But, yes, the beaches brought us luck. The oceans brought us luck. Right after that, we did an unannounced completion of Minigame Island with Slim. I just did co-commentary because there was, that was the idea. We had an incentive to raise, $640, 64. So we were going to raise $640, and if we did that, Slim was going to race me in Mario Party Island, or Mario Party Minigame Island, but he was going to do 100%, I was going to do any percent, just to accommodate my thumb. But we ran out of time. We were in such a time crunch, and there were technical issues and all this crazy stuff happened that, like, I felt so bad for Slim. His controller, like, stopped working, like, at the very beginning of it, on the worst minigame to stop working on. So he literally was, like, minutes behind me, and he managed to catch up and pass me, and I was like, oh my god, which, I mean, I was so impressed. That was crazy, but, I had a lot of weird things happen in that run that I wasn't expecting. Like, I played Handcar Havoc once. Once! That never happens! I was so excited. I was like, okay, triumph, yes. So that was, like, awesome. But then I was so glad we had that extra segment later where he did the 100%, because I was like, God, I don't even think I said congrats. I don't think I said thank you for doing this. Like, I don't even think I acknowledged, like, his win or anything at all. I was just like, okay, gotta go, bye, guys, like... So I was like, wow, that makes me look like a jerk, and we were so frantic. Like, at the end of that, it was like, okay, we gotta go. So I was really, really happy that we were able to have that kind of conclusion to that, and it was really nice and casual. So thanks, Slim. But yeah, there were a lot of clutch wins in the races and competitions. Please, let's have a beach house party. I am so ready for a house party at the beach. Like, I don't want any of this Midwest crap. Like, I'm ready to go to the beach. I don't care which beach it is. I'm going. Beach episode! Yeah, shoutouts to Slim. Killing every race, by the way. Shy Guy, you were so... Okay, you guys knew. Like, Shy Guy, you knew. Anybody who's ever been to any of my Mario Party 1 stuff knew that I never win Handcar Havoc. So the fact that I won on the first try was like, oh my, how? How did this happen? So, yeah, hot girl, real summer, let's go. So dumb. Oh my god. But it was just such an incredible weekend, you guys. I think if you want to know some of my favorite runs that I saw, it's like, God, I can't even, there was so much, I'm like, I'm gonna forget one, but please check out Praise Scooter's Sonic R singing run. There was an incentive for him to sing along to the songs while he played this game, and it was like the funniest. It was hilarious. Like, it was the funniest thing. One of the funniest things I saw all weekend. It was so entertaining. Like, I was so hyped. So it was absolutely hilarious. That happened, if you go back to the VODs, that happened kind of early on Saturday, like, late morning, I think. So it would have been, like, 10 or 11 a.m. So it was amazing. I know, there are runs we were asleep for that we didn't even see. Like, I can't wait to go back and watch. And there were some I had to go to bed during. Like, I had to go to bed during the Wind Waker race. I heard that was absolutely hysterical in the night, too. I saw the beginning of it when it was just getting started. I probably watched for like an hour, but it was a long race, so I didn't see the conclusion to that. Oh my god, there were just so many fun runs, and I really loved King Kienzen's run of Mega Man X4. That was hilarious too, and not even just because he's also just like amazing at the game. I was like, oh my god, like so skilled, but it's also so funny at the same time. Like he did like the cutscenes. There was an incentive to see all the cutscenes. It was awesome. So that was another one that I really enjoyed. And of course my boy Bubba. I love Bubba. You guys know he's one of my favorite streamers. So his run of Metroid Prime was super fun to watch. And it was funny because yesterday was Palm Sunday. I don't know how many of you guys are religious, but like yesterday was Palm Sunday. So I was literally watching Mass on my TV with like Bubba on my computer. So I was like, Bubba has no idea that he and Metroid Prime are like part of Mass right now. It was crazy. So I'm like, this is very, it was very holy. But that was the first time I've ever had like a Usually Palm Sunday is very, refined. It was very interesting. It was great. Oh my god, Zenonia! Yes!
I miss.
Did you hear her? She goes, I miss. That's it. You put all those M's, just Oh my god, so funny. Thank you so much, Zen! Oh my god. Amazing. Oh my god, that's another thing. You guys, this was like pure magic. Like, this was like Disney World style magic. On Friday night, Zenonia did a cosplay stream where she made the infamous flower crown that became probably my favorite joke of the entire marathon. Not because of the crown, but because of who won the crown. It was given away later. But, I was like, okay, you know, she just looked like totally normal. Like, her hair was braided. She had a little bit of makeup on, but like, she wasn't like, you know, she looked like herself is what I'm trying to say. She looked like herself. She didn't look like, oh my god, she's like she's getting ready. No. Like an hour later, she was in like full on like pro level cosplay for her run of Diablo 2, and I was just like, where did this, like, her skin was like painted white. She had like this like amazing, like her contour was like black and gray contour with like smoky eye and like crazy like I was like, how? I mean, also, I've been to cons with all of the ladies, and I'm always the one who takes like 45 minutes to get ready, and everybody else takes 6 hours. So like, Zen, you're not getting away with this like 6 hours to get ready anymore, because how did you do? That was the quickest transformation I've ever seen in my life. I was like, oh my god, and it was amazing. It was amazing. I was like, you can do it. Maybe you just need more pressure. Like, you need pressure to get ready. But it was absolutely amazing. So check out her run, because she was literally dressed as the character from the game. Like, it was awesome. So I was shook. Absolutely shook. And then after that was my favorite meme of the entire marathon, which was Snack entering to win a flower crown. By the way, my boy Snack Attack 8 entered to win a flower crown for some reason, and then proceeded to win the flower crown. And then he bragged about it to everybody. He gave us like this holy speech, and then he thanked himself. It looked like that was the funniest thing. Like, go back and watch the video and watch the chat, because it was literally the funniest thing. That was my favorite, like, meme from the entire weekend. Yeah, worry not, my children, for, God, all the emotes and everything, too. I can't even read it in between it, but yeah, it was just insane. It was so funny. Chelsea raged about the crown. I know, Chelsea, by the way, shout out to Chelsea. She was like the ultimate hype cheerleader in the chat, like almost the entire weekend, except for when she finally let herself sleep. I think she stayed up for like 30 hours straight that first day or two just to hype the chat. She like single-handedly ran some of those hype trains into level 5, like 200% at the beginning. And then, I mean, I can't, not that she's to take credit for all of that, because holy crap, Scottman was also like hyping those hype trains hardcore. Like, shout out to Scottman, holy crap, so incredibly generous. Like, so much generosity this weekend, I can't even begin. But like, Chelsea was like the cheerleader of the marathon. Like, we love you, Chelsea. And she was just constantly in chat, like trying to build hype and keeping the energy up and going. So that was absolutely insane and awesome. Wow. Just this whole weekend was incredible, you guys. It was absolutely incredible. And I'm going to have Odie on here so he can talk about it too, because like I said earlier, he didn't really get the chance to talk about it except at the very beginning when he's like tired and scared and nervous and make like, oh my god, how's this gonna go? Wow, we're like way over this. I haven't even been updating this. I'm sorry. But he, you know, and then at the very end when he's like exhausted and tired and emotional and like, oh my god, I can't even function anymore. I don't even know how many daily subs we got. I'm just gonna put like 20 because I have no idea. There were like a million earlier. So, oh my god. I can't hear the stream right now, but I'm in line for the Bac de la Scene. Wow, thanks for encompassing my style, Will. I know you can't hear me, but I'm thanking you anyway. Also, shout out to, I was so excited. I have to say this before we add Odie into this. We had kind of two grand prizes, if you will. Really, we had like, we made another grand prize for 15,000, but we really had two big grand prizes that were headsets. And one of them is actually the one I'm wearing currently. This was the $5,000 prize. And I love this headset. I don't wear headsets very often, but this one's perfect because usually I don't wear them because they hurt my ears because I have really little ears and it just pushes on them and crushes. And you know, obviously I have my St. Jude plates on from last year, but like they light up rainbow. They're super, super comfortable. There's so many like different little dials that can make all your audio levels like perfect. Like they're awesome. So the $5,000 prize was this headset right here. Sorry, my hair is like poking out. And this was won by Yoshi95, who I was so excited because if you guys have not been around, at least at my streams anyway, Yo-Yo is such a huge, huge supporter of this community. Like, so incredibly generous, like an awesome, awesome person in the community, and just like such a generous heart and like a kind spirit. And I was like, oh my god, I'm so happy that this prize went to somebody like that. Like, no offense, but I'm so glad it went to somebody like that and not somebody who literally just walked in the stream to try and get free stuff for the weekend without like participating at all or like being part of the cause. Like, I was so like, yes, Yo-Yo. Just knowing what a kind person Yo-Yo is too, I was like, oh my god, yes. So I was so excited. And then again, at the very end, we had, he's probably sleeping right now. I don't know. I don't think he's here right now, but the grand prize, I was like, I'm coming after somebody. If this is somebody who just walked into this chat to win a prize and they have not been here for this event to show support, I'm coming at, like, there's no, I'm not standing for it. There was a pink headset that was given away that I desperately was like, oh my god, I want to win this because it matches my chair and everything, and I love pink. So anyway, I was like, I was ready to fight somebody to be like, no. But, oh my god, Cole the Camel won, and I was so excited because same thing. Such a supportive, kind, wonderful member of the community. I was like, yes! So seeing like these incredible members of the gaming community and my community too, like these are people I see on my streams all the time. So it's not like, oh, well, they come around once in a blue moon. No, they're literally like active in the community all the time. They're always showing support. They're always showing kindness. They're always giving and like, you know, expressing love and good vibes. I'm just like, oh my god. I'm so happy. And he was literally there the entire weekend too. Said some really, really sweet things the whole way through. I was just so excited. So congrats again to Cole the Camel as well as Yoshi95, because you guys are both gems in this community, and I was so happy you were the winners of those grand prizes. I was ready to like fight somebody on. But yeah, the whole chat exploding at the Yoshi95. Oh my god, I was so happy. And then for my giveaway, I gave away the little Wario plush, and I couldn't be there for it. Like, I couldn't even watch. I had no idea how many people entered, like, who was even there entering. Like, I wasn't able to watch that giveaway because I was literally running to get my Mario Party minigame island setup ready to go because I was next. I had just been on the mic co-commentating, and I was like, oh my god, I'm next. I have to set this up and frantically get OBS ready, so I missed the giveaway. But then when I went on the on my headset, Slim's like, "Oh, Wario Boy won the giveaway," and I was like, "That's so appropriate." I was like, of all people, somebody else who has like Wario in their name. I was like, "That's perfect. Yes. So congrats, Wario Boy." I didn't get to tell you at the moment. I literally congratulated almost every other giveaway. But that was the one I was like, I was not able to be there for my own because I was getting ready. So I was like, yes, it's going to Wario Boy. So fitting. I know they'll like Wario. Like, perfect. So it was so fitting and I was so excited. I'm sorry I couldn't share in the hype for that because I was literally panicking yet again to get ready. But that was fabulous. So, and I meant to have it out here to be like, oh, here it is. This is the Wario. But alas, I forgot, so it's in my room waiting for its journey to its new owner. But yeah, so seriously, I wanted to be sure to mention you guys and shout you out and say just how appreciative I am of you all being in this community, especially those of you who were there the entire weekend. It was just wonderful. So, and I'm glad that some of you walked away with some like really nice prizes because you deserve it. But I think with that, I'm going to add Odie in here. So that way we can get his perspective. And I don't have a good way of I don't have a layout ready of where we're both going to be the same size. So he's just going to be like little Odie covering this box that currently says welcome to MDub's SGM after party. And I probably will have him like super low at first just so he doesn't blow anybody away on accident. We tried to test audio before this. And I'll just let you guys know right now that this is what we're about to do on stream was everything, one of many things that Odie was doing behind the scenes this weekend. So yes, Shy Guy for Days, I agree. I was so happy that everybody was so like so kind-spirited and so excited for the winners. Like, you know, like you said in your last message, work and school had me rather stressed and down lately, so the marathon was the thing I needed to raise my spirits. Your highlight was seeing the 15,000 goal get met. That's so sweet, Yo-Yo. I'm so glad that this was able to lift your spirits up. It honestly lifted up mine too. Like, I've had some, I'll be honest with you guys, I've had some dark moments in this community in the past several months. And even just in my personal life, I've been going through some things that, you know, have not been ideal or have been very stressful or hard to deal with. And I feel like I just really needed this marathon to lift me up and bring me back to that level I used to be on with, like, wait, this is my community. These are like the people who I absolutely adore and who I want to be like. And I'm gonna get really emotional now, but like, I'm sorry, I'm a really ugly crier too. Like, I don't look cute at all when I cry. Like, I look really nasty and my voice gets all high-pitched and weird, but like, you guys have no idea, like, without saying too much, you guys have no idea what's been going on these past, like, few months behind the scenes, so thank you. Thank you for helping me to remember, like, this community is good. Like, the people in it are good. So thank you. Sorry, I didn't mean to do this. I also have eyes like faucets. Like, literally when I cry. When I cry, it's just like rivers, like, coming down. Like, I get so dehydrated. It's so ridiculous. I can't. Oh my god. Yeah, there's just been a lot. So I want to just say thank you guys. I really needed this. I know. Blow that nose. We'll be waiting. I'll be right back. No, I'm not even muted for this. I should have muted so I'm not like blowing my nose in everybody's face. Hold on. Okay, sorry. I needed to blow my nose because it would have been really bad. Wow, anybody read any good books? Oh my god. Thank you guys. Ew, boogies, you know. Thank you guys. Like, again, like, there's been a lot that's happened in the past few months that I have not been able to even talk about or share, or, even things like happening in my personal life that have just been like so hard to deal with. So thank you guys so much for being here for this and making this, you know, just help me to remember what I love about this community. Oh my gosh. All the hydrates and posture checks. I will say that Key and Jilly loved this weekend. I was home all weekend, like, chilling with them. A lot of the, Jilly actually watches TV quite a bit. Like, she likes to watch the TV, and she likes certain people's voices a lot. Like, she really loves Sizz. Like, my friend Sizz16, she loves him. Like, every time he's on, she'll watch him, and I think she watches Bubba quite a bit, too. Like, she just likes their voices. And she was watching, she literally was sitting on this little white puffy ottoman back here, watching their streams. Like, I was Snapchatting everybody in our group. I was like, wow, look, Jilly's watching. Like, Bubba, I don't even know if you're on Snapchat. I would have sent it to you especially, but, like, she was fully, like, paying attention to your, Metroid Prime run. So, but yeah, they were really excited, and I think the first thing that happened when I went on the mic on Saturday is they started running 10,000 miles an hour back and forth and running into the window and knocking into me, and I'm like, and I was late to announce some of the things I was called to announce because I was trying to get them to settle down and not be loud in the background. I was like, you guys are so loud, like, stop. So they were doing zoomies back behind me like hype. It was just ridiculous. Oh, what do you mean you don't know? Oh. Yeah, so, yeah, and then MT's cat was watching Bubba, too. Like, all the cats love Bubba. Like, but Jilly especially loves Sizz, too. Like, I know she loves Sizz. She watches him all the time. Wow, I probably missed, like, half of these hydrates. I got the posture check. Red Mage. By the way, shout out to Red Mage Patrick. You were there, like, the entire weekend, too. Just hyping and vibing with everybody. Thank you so much. Oh my god. When Odin was like, no. You guys don't understand. When Odin's mom's like, oh yeah, he was my chauffeur. He drove me around everywhere. He was my car. I was like, in what universe did this what? Wait. Stop. Go back. Odin has never taken me anywhere. I have literally driven him everywhere. To be fair, he doesn't have a car, and I do, and he has extreme anxiety, so, like, if he sits in the car seat, I have to endure his coughing fits for 10 minutes before, like, we go anywhere. But I was just like, the fact that he drives somebody everywhere is, like, mind-blowing to me, because we've been together over 4 years, and, Odie, yoo-hoo, where the heck is my chauffeur to any of our... Oh, Odie. Oh, I can't believe it. I just can't. Like, I know he drives, but I've never... I can't. I know, like, the first time I ever went to Canada, to be with him, I was like, alright, you wanna, are you gonna take us to dinner? And he's like, yeah, but you're driving. I'm like, I don't know where I'm going. Like, you live here. And he's like, no, you have to drive. So I'm like, All right, so now I know how to get everywhere, but I was like, oh, I was thinking you were gonna drive us around because you know where you're going, unlike me. I'm like, look, everything's different here. There's no mile per hour. This whole kilometer per hour I can't deal with. I'm going over the speed limit, not even realizing it because it's so tiny on the dot. I'm like, no, I can't, I can't deal with this. It's interesting, you guys. Driving across borders is very interesting because it instantly changes and it's like, oh, that's all, this is different, whoops. Yeah, I get to be cool and drive 40 kilometers instead of 25 miles an hour. It took me a long time to grasp, like, how far away I was from stuff, too. I'm like, how far am I from anything? Like, because kilometers are shorter, so I'm like, oh, I don't know. It took me a lot to get used to it, but now we're good. Yeah, 40 beats your 25. Okay, I said I was gonna add Odie into here, then I started crying and had an ugly cry, so we'll go ahead and get him in here now. He's ready, so I'm going to jump into, woo! We're using our stack game. I'm gonna pause this music too, because I don't know if I'll be able to balance the music very well with him on here. I'm just gonna stop it for now. Sorry guys, I really wanted to create an atmosphere, but I feel like it's gonna be too loud. Okay, so I'm gonna add him in. Okay, Odie. And then, let me...
Big Bobo.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Hold on, I need to get you on the right window here.
I need to, pop out the chat.
Okay.
I know you say you have no music, but so it's not so quiet for me. I'm gonna put some background music on for myself.
Okay.
It's a heads up.
Can you hear him, you guys? Is he like... Oh, Pixie said he's Mondo quiet.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm probably just quiet because I'm I don't know, big cringer.
I'm gonna turn you... Just keep talking.
Hello, folks. This is Odin Spack. How's it going? I'm doing some audio tests for Big Bobo's SGM after party.
Is this
Hope you're
even? Do we sound
having
cool?
a good day so far?
Do we sound similar in volume? Is one of us really quiet and the other is really low? I turned him up, so like hopefully...
I mean, you're right. My voice is quiet because I'm a big cringer. So
he is a big
you're
cringer.
Right. That's
so.
fair.
Whoa!
Can you share your screen?
I will share your screen. You're now on camera, so everybody can see you.
What? They can see me? So if I like pick... probably a bad idea, right?
No, don't.
Or cough.
Don't stop. Do not start coughing. Also...
I already coughed like 20 times, so...
Oh my god, this is what I'm talking about. I'm gonna be walking down the aisle at our wedding and he's gonna be like dying coughing. Like...
Okay, I gotta stop thinking about it. Let me clear that throat. There we go.
Okay, hold on. You're too far towards your, like, left. Move to your right a little bit. Or are you uncomfortable right there?
Is this okay? Because I'm pretty comfy here.
Okay, I'll just adjust the camera. Hold on.
Okay, thanks.
I will adjust. And then we'll...
Yeah, I'm in my nice comfy Canada shirt today. I wanted something, like, cozy. I want to be cozy today.
I want to be big
Doggo back there. Doggo's becoming my new mascot.
Yeah, shout out to Doggo.
If you guys didn't know, Doggo was the origin of Froggo, at least name-wise.
Yeah, he was, actually. So,
Bobo brought me Doggo for my birthday, and then when we went to Wonderland, we won Froggo. I mean, it was just like, oh, that's the name.
Right. It's like, okay.
Like, that was like instantaneous. Like, okay, Froggo.
Right. I'm going to share my screen. So you guys, if I start really messing up here, then we'll know this is not an option, but...
Okay, if it messes up too bad, I'll just, I guess, watch you on Twitch and be delayed and cry.
Oh. Okay, can you see me?
Yeah, I can see you.
Is it bad? Do I need to... Is the quality okay?
It's fine. I see you.
Okay, because I made it like low frame rate just to be safe.
I mean, it's no big deal. I can see you, so the quality's perfect.
Okay, cool.
No, I get nothing for that, guys. Like, look at me. Like, I'm
Wait,
trying
what?
my best here. I
What are
get
you
nothing
talking
for
about? I don't know.
that. Seriously,
Did I miss something? What happened?
it's okay. Maybe when you're older, you'll figure it out.
Okay, well, I missed whatever was said. I don't understand. Why you gotta do this to me? You immediately make some joke that I'm not in on, then I feel left out.
I said I can see you, so the quality is perfect.
Oh, now I get it. Wow, thanks, Odie. Love you too. Look, I told you, I got on stream, I forgot how to stream, so like, so smooth. Oh my god. So sorry, it looks like I'm a big deal and Odie's this little deal over here, but he really is like the big deal in this case.
Tiny Odie.
No. I just didn't have a layout ready. I didn't.
Imagine like you go on like an interview show or something like that, and they make the host the larger image than
I'm
the
sorry.
guest.
I can switch it.
What show is that? Like, name one.
I can
This
switch
one.
it.
We could use the SGM layout.
Oh yeah,
when
we
you set
could.
it
We
up.
could use the SGM layout. We wouldn't be able to have the chat on it. Oh, I don't know.
Just honestly, just leave it. It's no big deal.
Okay.
Nobody is. Yeah, we could do a swoosh.
Oh, we got a sub from Wolf Jacobs.
Oh, I can hear your thing very
I'm
loud.
into the points.
Oh, I'm
But they're
sorry.
not your average points.
Oh wait, I
I
think
don't
I
know
can.
what's going on, but it's AAAALL good.
Can you say stuff?
Hi. Thank you, Wolf Jacobs. Welcome back to the Ba family.
Okay. I wasn't sure if I could mute the audio from OBS and it would mute you, but I can hear you, so it seems to be okay.
You might just be able to make me louder on your Discord and then have like your desktop audio lower, if that makes sense.
I'm saying I got it fixed, so don't worry about it.
Oh, I don't know what you're speaking a different language here. I can't keep up. But anyway, you guys, this is Odin Spec. This is the creator of the Stacked Game Marathon. This is the magic behind the madness. It was an absolutely incredible weekend. And this was the power behind it all.
This is my shy one finger wave that I do.
Wow.
Yeah. I don't know why I do this. I just kind of realized that
I don't
now.
know why I do. Yeah, I can't handle the Canadian language. That's it. But do you want to talk? Do you want to talk about like your whole concept of coming up with this and everything? Like, since we didn't really get to hear a ton of that. I mean, we did hear a little bit of it in the interviews and stuff, but like,
I talked about it at the end.
But even
I
just
can talk about it again.
Well, not just that, but like even your experience behind the scenes and like what was going on, because obviously nobody saw that. So
yeah, I got you. I mean, actually, when I was at your place, when you guys saw me in that laptop back on that couch back there was a few times where I was actually working on SGM. So,
yeah, that's true. Yeah,
so that what you didn't know, it was secret at the time, secret project, but I was working on it then too. It was very early stages.
Mm-hmm.
That was probably one of the last streams we probably had.
I think I had a couple streams where like I was playing Animal Crossing or something and you were just kind of in the background like on your laptop, and I know at the end of the stream I'm like, so what did you do? And you had typed up ideas for like different runs that people could have, or you had like made lists of people you had contacted already and other people that you could get involved, like
right.
So
no, like I was saying yesterday, everyone I contacted, like literally there was only one person, and it wasn't like no, I'm not interested. It was no, I don't think I would be able to, like, I don't stream and I don't think I could add anything to it. It wasn't like a not interested kind of thing. So,
right.
Which was incredible because I contacted like 30-something people. So
right.
So like that was really cool. there's just been a lot of like, I don't know if I really mentioned this on stream, but in like February, I don't remember when in February when we started putting the teams and that together. So we had like several teams in our Discord, right? We have like the planning team, which was like involving like scheduling and pretty much anything that wasn't one of these other two roles, which was the tech team and the art team. So like we had like those three teams, and I was meeting with each of them uh, starting in like mid February once a week. So I was having like 3 meetings a week, uh, and we were just trying to get everything going, like trying to get like all of the like all the particulars out. I remember the first one I had, the first meeting we had, I remember was art, and that was actually a really good one to have first because it kind of got me thinking like, what do we need for this? Like, oh, we need a logo. Oh, we need layouts. Oh, we need, and then so like by knowing the assets we needed, it kind of helped to like think of the other parts that you need to make that happen.
Right.
Which I think was really good. So, and like we had like our art meeting. I remember like that was like Tuesdays. Then Wednesdays we had like the tech meeting. And honestly, we didn't do too much in the tech meetings after like the first one. It was more so just figuring out like what programs we were going to be using. That was when I learned about OBS Studio Mode, which was a game changer for this event. I would not have been able to run this without OBS Studio because I was like, how do you change stuff behind the scenes without people seeing that? I'm like, is that a thing? And Blue's like, yeah, you can just use Studio Mode. I'm like, what's Studio Mode? He's like, it's just a button you click and it's just on the side. I'm like, oh, that's amazing. I'm like, all right, well, that's just I'm just always using that forever now.
Right.
And like there's even like a button on there. Like
I didn't even know this. I've never toyed around with it either because I was nervous like it would show what I was doing on stream. Like I didn't know. Also, you should shout out who Blue is because people are not
so
gonna
Blue
have any
Blazing
idea.
Demon. I've been friends with him. He's been watching my videos literally since the first year I started Let's Plays.
Since the beginning of time.
Yeah, so like I started in 2008, like mid 2008, and he was watching like by the end of 2008. So like he's been around for a long time.
He does a podcast regularly now, doesn't he? Like
yeah, he does. It's called Drinking Till Dawn, and it's on. I think it's just on his Twitch channel though. But I think you can download it on other things as well, like I don't know, like iTunes or something, like stuff like that.
Also, Persona Guy 099, thank you for the follow.
What I was gonna say though is I didn't realize with OBS Studio that you could there's a button to click to transition. I thought you had to I thought Studio Mode only let you do stuff behind the scenes and then you had to like turn it off to like switch scenes. Because like sometimes I would click an accidental scene. I was like, oh, I didn't mean to do that. Not during this event, mind you.
Right.
But that's what was great about OBS Studio is I can click any of the things, and then there is no accidental clicking because I'm like, okay, I'd be on the right scene, hit transition, and that didn't happen. I don't think that happened once during this whole thing. I don't think
there were any goof ups
the entire time. I think we always transitioned between the be right back screen and whatever game was.
I seriously don't think there was one goof up. Like, not that I saw, and I was there literally from the moment I woke up until the moment I went to bed. So, yeah, I think it was super smooth. Also, thanks for shouting him out, Bubba. And, Ayo, welcome to the stream. Persona Guy, welcome on in. We're just talking about the stacked game marathon that happened over the weekend. The Odinspec, put together. Many of us in the community were involved in it. Many of the people in chat were there, and we're just kind of reminiscing and going over the weekend and talking about like our experience with it and how much fun it was. And I wanted to give Odin a chance to talk about the event and what he did behind the scenes because nobody saw it. Nobody really heard him talk much about any of that. And just, you know, there's so much to weekends like this. It's just so fun to look back on and talk about.
Right.
A little Foo's in the house also.
Big Foo. Now I'm Little Odin.
Yeah, Little Odin. Sorry, I didn't have a layout. I was like, oh, yeah, I'll have you on there. And then I was like, oh, I did not make a layout. I don't even have a layout for like 2 people. But I know I should have thought to use the one from SGM, but
So I thought about it too late.
whoops.
I mean, somebody said that. I had thought about it, but I was like,
Dang
I
it.
didn't want to tell you, and you'd be like, Odin, or you wouldn't have said Odin, but regardless, maybe you would have said Odie. Maybe,
I probably would have
but-
said Odie, but if we had talked about it when I was setting stuff up, I would have been like, oh yeah, that's a good idea. But like once I was live, it's kind of like, okay, whatever, that's gonna take too much time. Fire Gamer Michael, welcome to the stream as well. Yeah, Big Foo. Yo, Big Foo killed the announcing. Like, I was like, oh my god. I know she was so nervous too. Killed the announcing. Big announcer. Love.
Big announcement.
Big, not little Foo, big announcer Foo. So I was super proud. Super impressed.
It's funny. Like, I was thinking about this because I did mention this at the end of the stream, how there was a lot of like female voices. It was like, you know, Critical Chicks reunion.
Yeah,
first
we had
day, and then it mostly became male voices towards the end. But like, I was seeing like other events, and like, I think there's a reason. I think there's honestly a reason for that, because it's a good contrast of voice.
Yeah,
like,
that's true.
From, like, whoever's playing versus the announcing. So it's like.
Yeah, because that was
So,
kind of
like,
nice.
we probably should have mixed that up a bit more, honestly.
That's like one of the things. I thought that was so cool on Friday though, because it was like a Critical Chicks reunion. It literally, Odie started us out because obviously he started the marathon, and then it was me, and then Little Foo, and then Illa Weaver, and then Zenonia, and then I don't know. I think K-Man took over after Zenonia, but then the next day, like Madame Toadstool was mixed in there, and it was just kind of funny though. But yeah, you're right, because when Madame Toadstool had her Kelly Slater run, obviously there were two females on the mic, and it was really nice having like Tamal be the announcer, because it was also very obvious like who was the announcer then.
Right. I think that helps, honestly.
Yeah.
Definitely something to look into next time, is having that like
That
contrast in voice, just so it's a lot more noticeable.
Yeah, because I didn't really.
It's not because like we don't know who they are, but I think it's just like from.
I
think just like an audio sensory thing.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what it is, but
watching other events, that's not even something I thought of. I mean, I did think like, why do they always have girls on the mic? But then it's like, most of the time there are more male runners than female in general, just in the gaming community. Like, and so then it makes sense. It's like, oh, that's very obviously the announcer then. Like, it's not like,
right.
oh, it's a co-commentator or whoever. It's like, oh, no, that's the announcer. Like, so it was a very nice contrast, and I didn't really connect that before either. Oh my god, Zebra! Yes! Zebra has, like, one of those radio voices. I'm like, get him on the mic.
Yeah, I just want to... I want to give a specific shout out to Hero Pond Will right now, because I just saw him appear in the chat. And I have music in the background right now, and it's playing that Persona 4.
Oh my god.
victory remix right now. It's kind of like, I don't know if I should have this playlist on, because like it's making me reminisce about this weekend. So
I love to reminisce. Also, I love that there was one time where Will was like, oh, is this that Persona remix? And it was very much not a Persona. It was like a Pokemon song. I don't remember who pointed it out, but they were like, no, this is Pokemon. Yeah, Steiner. Yoo-hoo, this is not Persona. Oh my gosh.
All of our, all these inside jokes are like a thing now.
Also, when you were talking about the art team, I want to point out that what's really nice about that too is like for future events, obviously for breast cancer awareness and everything, we would keep the same color scheme. Like it's going to be pink, it's going to be the logo and everything. Like that's really determined for like from here on out. Like, so that's really nice that we can continue to just like use all that work that was put in, and it's not like, okay, well, it's over, so all that's done now, we're just throwing it away. Like, obviously there will be updates and things, but like,
I don't know, I kind of have an attachment to the pink now.
I know.
Maybe.
Like I mean, I
like,
love
you know,
pink.
it's our first thing. It's hard to go away from it. Our original design was going to be purple, more like the GameCube logo. It looked sick too. Like, don't get me wrong, by the way, was also a big contender for choosing that logo. Again, props to Pixie for drafting all bunch of logos.
The pink is hot. I mean, I'm partial to pink. Like everything in my house practically is pink, and I'm like, sorry, Odie, for our very vibrantly pink bedroom that we're gonna have when we're married, but you know, so
I liked it. I thought everything looked good.
It
honestly.
looked great.
Like,
It looked fabulous. It really stood out too. It popped.
I don't think it was distracting or anything. You know what I mean?
I don't-
Like I don't think it took away from anything.
No, it was
wasn't like
perfect.
annoying to look at or something. Like I really thought it was a great choice of shades. And again, thanks to Pixel for that.
Shout out
by
to
the way,
Pixie.
because he chose Pixel chose all the colors for the event, and I made Bubba made sure to use those for the layouts in that. I made sure I was using those for like any on-screen stuff that I had to do. He chose the fonts as well, so
it was all
fonts that we used
perfect.
for the event. So
That
those little things you don't think about are
Right.
really a big key thing to it. So
I mean, like, I'm obviously very much an art brain, being an artist myself, so that's the stuff I get, like, most attached to and most excited for. So for me, if it's not cute, or if it's not, like, eye-catching, like, I'm immediately, like, writing it off, like, it's not, like, I'm so judgmental of that kind of stuff because of the kind of brain that I have with it. You know, and so I loved it. I thought it was great. I thought it was, like, aesthetically pleasing. It wasn't by no means like, oh, it's it's too, like, abrasive or weird. Like, I thought it was great. Like, it was perfect, and it made the event kind of stand out. And I think we need, like, a bright pink shirt. Like, I would love to have.
So I want to address that real quick here.
For sure.
So I was talking to Pixel. So it's gonna happen. We don't know like how it's gonna happen yet, but it's gonna happen.
And we want
he
this.
needs to make revisions because he said he left off some characters that he meant to add. And I don't know if he has to do any other touch-ups or anything, but he said he had to add some characters that were missing. So he's gonna touch it up, and that's gonna happen. So
Also,
we're gonna have a shirt at some, and we'll probably just make it so that the proceeds go back.
Oh,
to
for sure.
BCRF again, because I mean it was for this event,
and
so
also,
it
so
makes sense.
anybody can order it too. It's not just like, oh, well, it's all of us getting the shirt. Like, we definitely want to have it where you guys can get the shirt too. Like,
we will figure it out. We will figure
Thank
this out
you.
and make it work. All right,
Smoking.
I'm gonna contact BCRF and we're gonna make it happen.
Pixie, that art, I was shook. Like, I was like, oh my, like, there was so much detail. If somebody can share the link to that tweet, because seriously, oh my god, that artwork is phenomenal. Like, absolutely amazing. And, like, all the little details, like Odie was pointing out last night when he kind of surprised us with it, it was like, there's even the freaking Nokia phone from, like, the Kelly Slater run. Like, Kelly Slater, where are you?
Mario's
Notice
holding
us.
the Nokia phone.
And Pixie, I have to say, I'm very touched that you put Wario holding the, like, game pieces that was like both of my runs put together. That touched my heart. So thank you for that. And for Key.
Did you notice that the logo was above him, like the dice block?
Yeah, that was so cool. Like, I loved it. I noticed every bit of it, and I was like, oh my god, that's perfect. And it was funny because I had Snapchatted my cats watching the stream, obviously, and there was one where Kitty had her leg up and was literally grooming herself, and Pixie sent a message like, I had to have this on for 2 minutes straight while I drew dots, and I'm like, what are you talking about? Like, what does that even mean? And then I realized, like, oh,
licking butts.
because you were making artwork of her. Now I get it, but it was a surprise, so I was like, I don't understand what this means.
Pixie, I wouldn't mind if you posted a follow-up image, like specifying which thing is which, just for anyone, because like there was some things I wasn't sure of.
Just like number
I guess
them.
because I slept. Or yeah, like you can even just put numbers and
put
what
numbers and
games
then you
they
read.
correspond to.
Which
Because
would be
I-
awesome.
Because it'll help me like recognize like, oh, that's what that is. It's like, oh, and then like like sometimes you need to know what something is to see what it is. So
And also for the things that were in the night that like I missed out or haven't watched yet. So
like I like that. Like one of the funniest details to me was that he made the Diablo Necromancer with the flower crown.
Oh my god.
that Zenonia was like that she made. I was like, that's like a pretty fitting like tie-in. Like
that's
I thought
perfect.
That was pretty good.
I loved the Larry Koopa and the shoe too. That was pretty great.
Oh yeah, that was what
in
a
the shoe.
oddly specific thing to put.
Because the shoe, we were all about the shoes. That's one of my favorite. So many of my favorite moments were like from Scooter. Like he had some really funny things that he did and said during this marathon. And one of my favorite things he said was, he was like, "Wait, what happened to my other shoe? I lost my other shoe." And like out of context, it sounded like, huh? Like what? But it was literally because Naf, who was racing with him, was also in this shoe and got like mixed out into a different Mario Kart race. But just him casually being like, "I lost my other shoe." It was great.
Hey, I just want to say, by the way, just to give you a little bit of crap.
Great.
I know. I'm prefacing it with that.
Are you gonna roast me like you did your sister last night?
Yeah. Hey, she was fine with that. I just want to say thanks for getting me to do this interview the day after I've been sitting in this chair for nearly like 16 hours a day.
Look, Odie, you could have said no, but you didn't. You said yes.
But like, I can't say no to you.
He's like, "You have your ways." Yeah, eventually she was okay with it, but no, but I also want to point out, I mean, most of you already know this, I don't need to go over this a million times, but I'm recovering from a thumb injury, which is why I was not able to, like, do my own run in this necessarily, or have my own creative block. I was originally going to do a crochet block for the event and then give away whatever I crocheted at the end of it, much like Zenonia did with her flower crown, which turned out amazing, but because of my thumb injury, it was really limiting on what I could do. So I just I meant to say this earlier, but I wanted to say thank you again to Scooter for taking on the Clubhouse Games block to host that. And then also to Wolf and Pixie, who kind of last minute joined on in that. So it wasn't just the two of us. And it was really nice because I've obviously done content with Pixie before, but I haven't done a lot of content or any content with Wolf, Kaminari, or Scooter, Praise Scooter. So that was actually really, really fun to do that with people who I know and I love in the community, but I don't collaborate with often, or I've never collaborated before. So that kind of opened that up to be like a nice mix, and that was really, really fun. And I saw a lot of familiar names in the chat for that too, and I wanted to shout you guys out so much. Like, we weren't supposed to be paying attention to the chat in our runs just to avoid distracting.
That's the idea.
But it was so hard not to. It ended
up just like falling apart.
It was so hard not to, because I like so wanted to like acknowledge everybody, and I but I saw, so that's why I keep saying, I saw you guys. I saw you. I may not have said anything, but I did see you. So thank you for being there. And Clubhouse Games was so fun.
The reason I'm laughing, Zenonia, is because of what I mean. I was thinking it, but then Pixel wrote it.
Well, yeah, shout out. It's getting dead last.
One space away.
So dumb. So dumb. I was like, why? And then also just originally, this was kind of funny. Originally, the Mario Party minigame island race was it wasn't supposed to be a race. It was just supposed to be me doing a speed run. And then I kind of brought up the idea to Slim saying, hey, we could race it. I might do it on my own since you might do other things, whatever. And then it was like, as soon as I got injured, it was like, okay, no, this has to be a race. Like, I can't have this riding on my back. And so I'm glad that he was like cool with racing me for that and having it be like our segment. Because he could have done it on his own too, but he was like, I don't want you to hurt yourself, but I also don't want you to miss out on something you really wanted to do. And it turned out where, it was really the only thing I did. And even then it worked out better than I thought. It was not nearly as demanding as I was thinking. And I was even some of you saw me on Mario Kart later, and this is my segue because I wanted to talk about Odie's one appearance in the marathon.
Yeah. I got to play a game in the marathon for like
2 minutes.
minutes.
But you were on screen. It was fun, but
Got to see my epic pass on Scooter at the end of DK Jungle.
yeah, more passing. It was all about the pass, you know. But yeah, I was able to play Mario Kart. I was like, I'm just gonna play with my pointer and like middle. I had like my pointer finger on the A button and my middle finger, or my ring finger, like up on the R trigger, and obviously my other hand was controlling the joystick. But I was able to lay my Switch flat on my desk and then just kind of use everything but my thumb to play. And I was like, whatever, I don't care about winning. I just want to like be part of this, you know. I want to try and be part of something else, since I had pretty big limitations. But that was so much fun. I actually did win. I won a race. I was like, I never win a race. This is so great. And then it was nice because Odie and I got to race each other. I saw his me come running. I was like, oh yes.
I know. I was like, I was so happy I got into that game.
Uh,
I got into the Scooter and Bobo game, and then I don't know if you guys saw. I put in the chat. I was like, Scooter, stop third wheeling us.
It was so funny. It kept being like these intimate like races with Scooter, which was really fun. But and then yeah, the pro strategy flat with the pointer finger. But that was really fun to be able to do that with Odie, and to have him be part of it was like a cameo moment. Like, oh, there he is. There's the big runner.
I had a little bit of time, so I was like, I'll sneak in. See, Zanonia's giving me crap right now for not playing Diablo 2, and I honestly I would have loved to, but I think with everything I had running, I just don't think it would. If Diablo 2 was like on Switch or something, which it is eventually going to be, then that might have been a little more doable. But the fact that it's a PC game,
right? You couldn't risk it.
That probably wouldn't have worked, and also that was the last run before the transition, so I had to get Bill set up to switch. Shout outs to Bill the Fajita, by the way.
Yeah, seriously, huge shout out to Bill, because
I said this a lot last night, and I've been saying over the course of the days, but like I worked with him a lot. I want to talk about him for a little bit, if that's okay, Bobo.
Oh, that's fine.
But
recognize, as Pixie would say.
Just to transition here, you know, he approached me like not long after I had posted like how many days I was. So when I originally posted, I was like, oh, you know, this thing will probably be like Saturday, Sunday, and there's a fly in here now.
Epic fly.
Epic fly. Mostly bad fly. All right. Anyway, I was like, and maybe Friday if like there's enough interest, which there clearly was. We had like more than you know, like people wanted to do runs that they didn't get to do and that, but hey, there's always next time.
Right.
But like he was like, hey, like did you think you would want to do this like overnight? And I'm like, well, I don't know how I would do that like without like dying.
How do I do this without dying?
So he's like, you know, I can just run it on my side, and I didn't even think of that as being an option. I mean, right now, technically, he could go live on my channel right now if he wanted to.
I mean,
I trust him enough not to, but it's kind of funny. Like, I just was like, you know what? Okay, let's make this happen. So we got to a lot of talking. We did a lot of the setup. We had a couple of meetings where where I showed him like everything that was going on in my head. Like for the event, like how to run OBS the way that I'm going to be doing it. And I tried to have everything nice and sorted where you wouldn't have to touch anything. Like everything that was set up in a way that like all you had to do was type in text to change stuff. Like that was it. There was very minimal having to change around some layouts. Sometimes there was some people when they went live, for some reason their layout didn't fit properly, and I have no idea why. Like it didn't make any sense, but so I'd have to make some like adjustments here and there. But for the most part, it was pretty good. And so like I wanted to go over that with them. So I was like, look, I've done everything. Here's literally everything.
Right.
I'm gonna send it to you, and then we tested it, and he was able to go live on my channel. Like that was like a week ago or something like that. And then I like all those like images, like when you saw the slideshow and that, like I just prepped a folder for him at night and like just play this one the whole night, you know?
That was
like,
awesome too. I loved that
and,
little slideshow that was going.
Yeah. So like I just tried to make it so like he wouldn't have to do much, like cuz I know I'm thinking differently and like things make more sense to me. And I'm not saying that he couldn't do any of that stuff, but I didn't want to have to like stress him out about doing too much that might not have really mattered much in the end.
Right.
So I was just like, look, just run that, you know, run these pictures and just, you know, all I had to do was change the windows, which by the way, like while like there was games going on, like towards like the last 15 or 30 minutes usually before the run, like I was loading up another window, and I was making sure that people were muted so that it didn't pop through. That happened once. That happened with Mario Party where it popped in through whatever the game before it was. I can't remember, but I think it was at the end of it, so it wasn't a big deal.
Right.
But that was my blunder, honestly. But
Bobo got on the camera and he couldn't handle it anymore. He was like, "Oh
yeah,
shoot,
that was it." So
I'm done."
So yeah, there was a lot of like behind the scenes, like just constantly doing stuff, and like all of that stuff made sense to me. So like the first night I went to bed, right, with Bill running, I'm like, is he gonna know what I was doing? Because like there's no real way to show him. I just had to hope that he knew, like,
right.
And he did, and I heard
it was
went
great,
awesome, and he killed it. So
it was perfect because I was modding after Odie went to bed. I was modding until 2 a.m. Eastern on Friday night, like that first night when he took over, and it was flawless. Like there was no issue, no problem. I think I didn't even know this at the time, but later it was like uncovered that he couldn't set the game. Like he had to have other people do it for some reason. It just messed up.
Hated.
SpacBot got wrecked this weekend.
I think SpacBot was confused.
SpacBot didn't know what was happening.
In confusion over and over and over again.
Exactly.
But SpacBot, for some reason, like it has like permissions set to it. And it's supposed to like import like subscribers and moderators. It's supposed to import all those users like when they appear on the screen.
Right.
But for some reason it had Bill set to be a subscriber, which he was, but it wasn't set to be a moderator.
Like a mod.
Which also he was.
He was.
According to SpacBot, he was not a moderator.
Wow.
So that's why none of the commands.
SpacBot plays favorites.
So, because obviously I'm not going to have the set game command be open to subscribers or something. So
I mean, the fun it was really honestly like a flawless transition on Friday night, and like I said, I was up until 2 a.m. moderating, and then I went to bed, and of course that was when this whole flower crown chaos broke out. So I was like, guys, I lost control. I that's it. It's a free for all. And then I know Zenonia took over for me at 2, and she was on there from like 2 to 4 a.m. and same thing. It's like we didn't control anybody. We were like literally the most useless moderators, but it was hilarious. But there were honestly no issues. Like I did not notice one thing like, oh, it's not smooth anymore.
I wanted to say one thing just on the thing we were just talking about. So what's funny is I like when I handed it off to Bill, I was like, oh, don't worry, I'll change the title so you could just change the next one. So if he would have done it and tested it, we would have found that out before I went to bed.
Right.
So, but because I did it in advance, which by the way, if I was on top of setting those games between transitions, then I wouldn't have to make a bunch of new VODs on Twitch for each of the games, because like it has like, it's like chapter select and it'll have each of the games, but I know for a fact during some of them we changed it in the middle of the game. Because I forgot. I mean, I guess I could just not worry about it. I feel like most of them are fine. But I don't know. Part of my like OCD is
I know. I'm the same way
I need to fix it. So
I'm the same way where I'm like, no, I can't have it be like that. Like I need the details to be correct. Like
But
But
I noticed in your Nightbot command, is that a new one that has like new updated info? I
yes,
think.
for SGM,
Yeah.
it is. Yeah.
I know you have just my Twitch channel for the VODs, but there's a specific link you could put
Oh, sweet.
because I have the actual I can post it in your chat.
Yeah, I can update it
Um,
because I actually have Nightbot just pulled up in case anything was not working or was
Yeah.
wrong.
This is like this is part one, but it you can like click at the top for all the videos. So
Okay. Where?
I'm sending it in the chat right now.
Okay.
So yeah, like that's a collection, and it has all. Speaking of, one of the coolest parts of this is our stream didn't go down once. Like
No, it didn't.
which I don't know if you know this, but like when your stream goes down, Twitch is like, all right, new VOD.
Done.
So the fact that that didn't happen was like awesome, because that means that there's 5 VODs, which there should be, because there was me running it, Bill running it, me running it, Bill running it, me running it, and like so like that was literally as perfect as it could have been. It couldn't have been any better. So that was like one of the best parts. Now I'm so grateful for that. So
Definitely. Okay, there we go. Now I'm updating. So now the SGM command should have the correct link for the VODs that will go to directly there. Thank you.
And what I'm doing currently, so I last night before I went to bed is I downloaded all of the VODs onto my computer, because if I export them to YouTube, well, first off, they're going to be gigantic, and secondly, they're going to go to my YouTube channel and not the SGM YouTube channel. So right now I'm in the process of editing them game by game, but I'm not. I'm leaving in all the intermission stuff. So like, you know, if there was any funny stuff or donations and that.
Well, and
that,
also
like the entire content will be in there.
Right, because we had talked about this too. Like, I know that when I was on the mic announcing, we hit the $5,000 donation incentive during intermission. So, like, all that stuff is going to be on there so that nothing is overlooked or missed. Or any donation announcements too. There were some great ones.
You know, I actually just watched that back, and you're misremembering, because
What?
you signed off on announcer, and it was at like 4,800 or something.
Really?
Because little Foo came on after that, yeah.
Wow.
So I think we hit 5,000 during.
We must have hit
Faster
it
Than Light,
right
so-
after then, because I thought it was like literally during that intermission.
No, I'm pretty sure it was during Faster Than Light.
Maybe
Regardless,
we hit like 2,500 or something, but we all I know is that we raised a ton in that first day.
Yeah. But I just did want to say that, so each of the VODs will be like at the start of the VOD will be like the game, like you'll get the swoosh at the beginning of it, because of course,
Right.
And then like it'll be all of the intermission after it until the next game.
Right.
So, like and it'll be in a play. So if you just have it in a playlist, it'll be as if like it's the marathon again. But like, you know, if you want to skip the intermission stuff, and that's okay, or if you want to jump around to a different thing, you know, you can just hit next or select whatever. So it's gonna all be there. I'm working on getting all the videos made, getting them all uploaded, and then I'll go into details like getting like thumbnails and stuff for it. That's not really my concern right now, but I'll get to that at some point. But I want it all there so you guys can enjoy it in a because I know YouTube's just a lot easier to watch stuff on than Twitch. So like I want that there. Unfortunately, it's not gonna have the Twitch chat there. So that's
I
one
know,
advantage to watching it on Twitch.
I agree with
but-
Pixie. I feel like I might just capture some of it in my own like videos and share it between us or something, just to be like to catch a funny moment or something, because there's a way to do that. But
What do you mean?
like just to literally like video capture the chat at certain moments on those VODs and just save it, just because it was so ridiculous.
Oh,
But-
okay.
And that also being said is that obviously you want to add these to the SGM YouTube channel so that you can kind of get that started and moving too.
Yeah, so
Because-
that's what's going to be happening. So I think you have it linked there. We want it to not be youtube.com/channel/UCZFHKE. KQ22G. Anyway.
Yeah, no.
So we want to be just like
Stat
SGM
or
or Stack
SGM
Game
or whatever.
Marathon or something that we can have. So
Yeah.
when am I gonna get to relax? Never. This is never ending.
Literally, like, I know, because now you're like, hey, I gotta make 1,000,000 VODs, you know, no big deal, but
the thing is, though, it's very relaxing. Like,
yeah, it is. Video editing is relaxing when it's just rendering mostly.
Yeah, and it's like sorry, hold on. Sorry. Anyway, I didn't get to watch. I know this sounds crazy, but I didn't get to watch a lot of this marathon because I was not paying attention to the game and chat and that most of the time because I wasn't able to do that most of the time. So whenever I had downtime, I tried. That's maybe that's why like Kingo's Mega Man X4 one sticks out to me because I did have a lot of downtime. There wasn't much for me to do, so I was able to watch a lot of it. Even still, some of that I still miss some of it, but anyway, so like as I've been like rendering, so I've been rendering the videos in like my program, but I started to watch. I'm starting to watch the marathon from the beginning. Because I want to watch it with the chat and with like you know people talking. Like I want to see because you know it's a lot of content. It's gonna take me a while. But even if I watch an hour a day, it's gonna take me 2 months.
Yeah,
like...
literally 2 months to watch an hour a day, you guys.
So I'm getting a question about asking about DMs. I'm getting to that today. I'm sorry.
Oh yeah.
If I don't get to that today, I'll be tomorrow. Like I'm trying my best. I've reached out to a few people already, but I've just, you know, that's the part where I'm not ecstatic about doing it. Like that's the part that feels like work. Making the videos doesn't feel like work. Reaching out to people is work.
But yeah,
I'll be
that's just a matter of time.
Like I said, if I don't get it today, it'll for sure be this week if I don't get to you.
Yeah,
today.
definitely this week, but.
So
and
it's Monday. So.
I also want to just reiterate because I know we have several people who I've mentioned earlier who won things that have been in my chat, but Odie's going to be the person contacting you for any of that. It won't be whoever donated the prize, like for just to keep it more streamlined and so you're not like, oh, who is this person like randomly asking for my personal information? Like, so it's all gonna go through Odie. So. Just keep that in mind.
We don't want it to be confusing or anything. So.
Even if you know, like, even if you're like, I know, like Wario Boy, you come to my streams all the time, and you know who I am, but like, it's still gonna go through Odie. So, and also the Blummin only. Thank you for joining us. Welcome.
And like, if I'm gonna use Twitch, obviously, like with your username. But like, if I know for a fact, like I know you on another thing, then I'll contact you on an easier way, like Twitter or Discord or something. But it's only if I know you for a fact.
I feel
if I'm not familiar with you, you know,
I feel like that would
into your Twitch whispers. So.
Right, like I feel like that would only apply to those who were in the marathon who won prizes. Like you would message them on Discord, but like anybody who, you know, just solely watched, like obviously that you're going to be reached out to on Twitch.
Yeah, I'm not gonna send a whisper to my sister.
I am. I'm gonna be like, give me your personal info.
I need your info. I'm not even mailing it to her.
Give me your personal info, baby. That's what I'm gonna do.
Oh, your Twitch alias is actually Snack Attack 8. Okay.
Yeah, I forgot. Pixie's actually Snack. You know, casual. Yeah. Did Odie ever get his dub prize? He's gonna withhold that Batman that Zenonia won until he gets his dub prize.
We're trading. Batman for Pokemon cards. It's not really a trade. I mean, that's hers, and
you're trading Pokemon cards for Batman. Also, a spy with hype. Welcome to the stream, and thank you for being part of the marathon and for the congrats. Big appreciate. I know Zenonia's been winning all the Funko Pops. Like what?
She's gonna be a collector of them. This is the.
And the funny
This
thing
a slow
is,
burn.
we have like Funko Pop lore between us because I don't even like Funko Pops. I'm not a collector. I don't really like how they look, but I love that Batman. Like I was like, oh my god, it's so cool. Like I want that Batman. And during Bubba's Name That Tune, when Zenonia won her Funko Pop, I was like, okay, I want that Squirtle, you know. And she's like, well, I would have traded you like for the Eevee if you'd won. Like we would have worked it out, but. And then I'm like, I want this Batman, and then of course Zenonia wins it again. I'm like, oh my god, what? So pretty funny.
Welcome back.
I'm back.
Did you hear my persona?
He's
thing
not.
I said?
He's not back. He's a batch.
Oh, he's batch.
A ganch. So, you got it wrong.
Okay. Well, my badge. I don't know.
Your what? You missed it. It's too late now.
Yeah, it's okay.
Are you gonna repeat this persona thing to him or no?
I don't know if he heard it or not. Like, I don't know.
I mean, I think he was getting that big Vac de la scene, so.
Yeah, I know, but I don't know if he heard it or not.
Okay, well, who
So
knows?
I really have no idea. I don't know if when he appeared in chat, he heard the first part. Okay, so he heard that I had the Persona 4 remix came out. Yeah, I just thought it was funny that you appeared in the chat.
It was
when I heard
magic.
that.
It was
Just
Pokemon, obviously.
Pokemon. It's not. What?
We just never mind. We already talked about this earlier. We already made this joke.
I don't.
Also,
Sure. I think a joke has to be funny for it to be a joke.
well, you're really insulting a lot of our friends right now, so.
Oh well.
You're insulting all of our friends right now, so.
Oh well.
Also, I wanted to say this is the other run I didn't really talk about. Also, Meech says Odie hates. What's up, Meech? Big Meech was the first run of the Stat Game Marathon's existence, so.
I started to even though I was there for announcing, you would think that I would get to watch more of it being the announcer, but I was doing a lot of behind the scenes stuff and he was having some tech issues, so I didn't get to watch as much of that as I wanted to, but I started to watch it this morning, so I got about a half hour in, so.
And what's nice too, I meant to point this out earlier, but what is nice is that, like, you know, obviously we weren't thinking this was going to be a 24-hour event at first because we didn't want Odie to die. But, like, in addition to that, like, I don't think we really thought of the logistics of, like, oh, wait a minute. Like, most of the people within our personal group are night owls. Like, we all stay up really late. And not all of us are on the East Coast or, like, Eastern time. Like, we have a lot of people on the West Coast that, you know, it may be 3 a.m. for... Even if they stayed up till 3 a.m., that's like 6 a.m. for us. Like, that's possible to get that working. And then Meech being in Japan put it over the edge.
I thought you were gonna say that most of our group was like in North America. Like that's where I thought you were gonna say it. I was like, literally, the only reason.
No,
you
that's
most
not what
is
I was
because
saying.
Meech is the one outlier to our entire group.
No, that's not what I was saying. Yeah, most of us are North American except Meech. Oh my god. No, that's not what I was going to say. But what I was really going to say before that is that I need to shout out my sister, Madame Toadstool, because it was really fun to co-commentate something up until, you know, the surprise co-commentary and surprise segment of Minigame Island later in the day on Sunday that we luckily were able to work in, because we were really worried we were going to have to do it either right before or right after Mario 35, which was the finale, so that would have been kind of awkward, so... but that was so much fun to co-commentate Big Toach's run, because I was like, do you want to talk about this by yourself? Like, I don't know, like, but I'm probably the only other person in our group that's ever played or knows anything about this game, and she was like, no, I want you to be there. So thank you to Madam Toach for having me on so that I was able to co-commentate something. That was really fun, and it was a nice way to get involved that didn't require my thumb or require accommodating my injury yet again. So that was actually really, really fun. And then, of course, reaching that $10,000 goal was like the icing on the cake. Like, who would have thought Kelly Slater... She was so hyped she deleted her save file. I mean, she worked for like literally like 2 months and deleted her save file right then and there on stream. So
funny.
Oh, Mr. Wario! This freaking 3-year-old Bobo. Thank you for the $3 donation. I really appreciate it. I gotta give you Boz. Oh wait, that's not Boz. Those are links.
Was there no comment?
I think under a certain amount it doesn't comment, but
I didn't
there may be.
I didn't want to say
see.
anything. If
Hold
Siri
on, I
was
gotta
talking
jump to the top. I don't see a comment, but thank you so much. I gotta give you all the hype ghosts. I'll give you some mist stars and gingies too. Thank you so much.
I wanted to say that my only knowledge of Kelly Slater was that the game existed. That was where my knowledge of that game ended.
It's a fun game. Like, it actually is a good game, you guys. Like, it may not be like the most amazing game on the planet, but it is like a fun game. It's well put together. Like, if you enjoy games like that are like snowboarding or skateboarding or surfing or anything like that, it's actually a really good game. The graphics are good, and it's like $5. Like, it's really cheap. It's easy to get a hold of. Even on GameCube, it's easy to get a hold of, which like nothing is. So take advantage of it.
It kind of like, so obviously heavily has like Tony Hawk like engine in there, like in terms of how it plays.
It's like the same people.
It's kind of like that, but like if it were like like those like on-rail shooters where like it moves you through the level.
Yeah,
you aim it. Like that's kind of like what that is like. Is it like it just kind of moves you through the level and you just do stuff. You just do tricks in that during it. Because I was like, how interesting can they really make like a wave the entire time going across this never-ending wave?
I know.
But it seemed kind of interesting.
It was
not my kind of game, but like it did seem pretty fun.
The beaches are super fun. As I've told you guys many times, I'm a beach bum. Like, I don't know why I don't live on the beach right now. But like the ocean's my number one favorite thing on this earth, like other than Odie, and like I absolutely I need to move to the beach, but yeah, the roast beef grab. I wish I could have heard the soundtrack. That was the only thing. Like, I was like, I wish I could hear the audio because those songs are so iconic for us.
It was a very 2000 soundtrack.
It was.
Sure.
It's great, and it gets stuck in your head for literally forever. So, and I will forever rant like, where is Kelly? Like, yoo-hoo, Kelly, notice us.
I know you were talking about your Mario Party, like the 100% that Slim ended up doing commentary. I want to say thanks to a Zebra for like,
oh yeah, for sure,
doing that run. Like K-Man told me like his estimate was like 140, and we had him booked for like a 2.5 hour block. Because I think at the time when he gave me that, he wasn't sure how long, because he said he was really rusty at the game. And then he ended up like, wasn't his run only like an hour 25
right,
minutes
like he
or
crushed
something?
that time.
Like it was something like that too. So like it gave us so much time to be able to get that Mario Party block in there. And like it was a really impressive run with all the glitches and stuff. And
I think that K-Man had said like right before, he was like, hey, this run's actually going to be way shorter because he practiced, and like we're not going to take the whole time. So that was actually really lucky.
Right. And I'm not taking away from anyone practicing or anything. That's not what I'm saying at all. But like it was just really nice that he was able to do it so fast, considering how much time we had to be able to make up what we had missed earlier. Because honestly, I was kind of frustrated that we were so behind, and you guys weren't able to do the 100% then. And I was
know.
Oh, man, when are we gonna do this? You know, we raised money for it.
It was kind of a combination of a scheduling mistake and just a general misconception of how the scheduling would work on all of our parts, because it's like really the way it was scheduled was that so I didn't have one bit of time to prepare for anything in that segment. I was just back to back to back. And obviously there's setup, so it's like I couldn't just I either had to leave and get cut out of a segment I was already signed up to do or just be late. And so it was like we kind of just had to resort to being late and being like, well, what are we going to do? Also, Mario Gamer Boy, you have a great rest of your day. Thank you so much.
See you later. I was gonna say that's definitely a learning thing for next time is understanding that people have to be separated for like
they need time between
time to set up and stuff.
Right.
Like because
thank you for the follow. Oh my god.
Because the reason I was saying that is like I had the interview with my mom and then I had the 4-player Mario 35 after that. And I was like, hey, look, Mom, like, I need to get that set up first before we even interview because, like, there's not going to be any time for me to do that in between. So, like, I had to get all of that all set up, and that's why that kind of started a little later than I wanted it to.
Right.
Because, like, the actual game didn't end up starting till, like, 11, and we had that block scheduled for 10:30.
I mean, the good thing about it was the last one, so it wasn't cutting into anything.
It was cutting into me going to sleep.
Look, we knew we weren't going to bed anytime soon because we were all way too excited anyway we didn't want last night to end. It was just so much fun.
I said in the, I think in the Discord, I was like, I went to bed at like 4:30 or something.
Mm-hmm.
I woke up at like 9. I didn't set an alarm, guys. My body woke me up at 9. I'm like, I'm not getting up. It's 9 o'clock.
I know.
So I tried to go back to bed, and I got up at 10, and I'm like, fine, I'll get up. Like I couldn't. But I was saying that I had a dream that I woke up and Sizz was doing like a run. For Pokemon, I think it was like a 4th gen Pokemon, maybe like Diamond or something. That's what it appeared to be in my dream, and then I woke up from that, but I was still dreaming. It was like a dream. It was Inception, dream within a dream, and I remember I called Sizz like on Discord. I'm like, Sizz, I just had a dream where you were playing Pokemon for our event, and then we just started like crying.
And it's just encompassing all your emotions and your subconscious.
Yeah, and then I woke up for real, and then I didn't cry, but it was just so vivid. So
I just always have that same like emotion after a convention when I like go home and I'm so exhausted and tired and I go to bed, but then I wake up the next day and I kind of realize that I'm not at the convention with everybody anymore. Like, I'm just literally like, oh, I'm not, like, it's the end, like, no, like, and then I just have that kind of wash over of, like, oh my god, like, I can't believe, like, it's already over, yeah, so alone. Like, that feeling is just so real, and it's so very, very in your face when you first wake up, like, right after something fun and exciting like a convention weekend or like the weekend that was just had. Like, it's just so much fun. So yeah. I know, Yo-Yo, I did the same thing too. Like, that was such a calming feeling to wake up and be like, oh, it's going on. Like, it's been going on all night. It never stopped. Like, and just to pop in and there it was, you know. And I know, like, not last night, but the night before, like, my cat Jilly woke me up at like 7 a.m. because that's what she does sometimes. And so I was like, I'm like, Jilly, I'm not, we're not getting up yet. And then I was like, oh wait, PTM's run is on right now. Maybe I could catch some of it. So I like turned it on and, I was able to catch some funny moments of that regardless. And so that was actually really nice too. To just be able to, like, just know that was going on no matter what time of day it was. So now it's extra sad to be like, no. But yeah, so I totally understand.
Yeah, this is the day after. You know, honestly, the best part though is that we didn't have to have some long goodbye or something. We're seeing each other in
Oh
person.
my
And it's
god, I just
not that
sobbed.
anymore. So, I mean, yeah, sure, I cried a lot last night, but like, okay, well, maybe it was just as bad. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe it was just as bad.
But yeah, like saying goodbye sucks. So at least like we can kind of like relive everything because it's all there. Like and like
No.
even technically like we had like waiting rooms going on, and I know that's been mentioned in the chat. So we had like a Discord waiting room for people to get set up and whatnot, and people were like live on their stream, like so like technically like you know if you were to go to like Will's stream or Pixel stream or Bubba's or like you would see like any conversations they were having, you would see them like in those streams. So like technically that's also like archived as well.
Right.
So it was funny because like every time I transitioned, there was never a perfect way to transition and have it transition to oh hello how's it going, and it would always transition to some banter they were having like before it started and like I was just editing the Spyro one just because like it was at the very beginning, so I just wanted to make sure everything was good, and like so it transitions and the first thing I hear is just raw like
Wow,
like,
raw. I know.
Like,
It was actually, it made
I
it
think it was
so
Will
funny
that
though.
said it, but it was just really funny. So.
It just made it so much funnier though when people would come in and like you never knew when you were live. It was like you could see it but you didn't see it until it was like because of the stream delay. So it's like, wait, are we actually live? Like should I start talking? Like there was so much of that and it was just so funny.
I want to let you guys know what happened like when we transit. So like I had to hit the transition button. I had to deafen myself on Discord so the audio wouldn't go through. I had to unmute the their audio, like the stream audio I was getting it from. I had to mute the background music. And I had to type in the Discord that they were live. So like I had to do like 5 things on every transition. And I was saying after, I was like, man, I should have made like a macro or something. I was like, I wonder how much of that could have been done with a key press. But
Oh my gosh.
so yeah, I had to do like that was like literally every single transition going into the game. And then it wasn't as bad transitioning back to the Be Right Back screen. Because I could just like close their audio and just start up the music.
Mm-hmm.
But sometimes like the announcer would start speaking like right away, and I'm like, no, I'm not ready yet. So next time I need to make sure like, hey, make sure that my you don't see the deafen icon on Discord, because if you do, you're not going to be heard.
Right.
So next, again, we need to make more notes like that so people understand like. Oh, okay.
When I was announcer, I was like super obnoxious. I was typing things like constantly in the weekend chat, like, should I talk yet? Is it safe? Is there music? Please tell me what to do. Do I need to talk about, like, I was like panicking everywhere. Chewing!
Yeah. Pixel was saying like for DKC2, so like when I was dragging people into the Discord, because like I was in charge of that because I just wanted it to be safe so nobody accidentally jumped in or something like that. I guess it was covered, so I didn't notice that like he was also in the waiting room, so I just like left him there. So
I remember
like,
that. I was there for that because you were
waiting
there was just no Pixie, and it's like, oh. I also
It got easier as the days went on, but it still was like you can. I think you'll notice as the videos go on that it's not as bad. It's still not great,
right.
But it could have been better.
I think, like, Zenonius, like, I had no idea what to do. It's like, you know what to do, but then as soon as you're in that moment, you're like, oh my god, what do I do? What has been said? What's not been said? Like, am I insane? I'm like, I feel like I'm just gonna write up, like, a spreadsheet for next time and be like, these are the points to go over, because there are so many, like, times when I would like panic, like, did I already talk about that? Did I not talk about this yet? Like, is this important? Is this and especially when I didn't know the game and they're like, okay, we have time. It's like, okay, but how much time do we have? I'm totally unfamiliar with this game. So I was like trying to be as quick as I possibly could be and hoping it didn't sound frantic. It was a journey.
It took me to literally Snack announcing, which by the way, he was the last announcer. or maybe it was Scooter. It was regardless.
One of
very
the
late,
last people to announce.
to be like, oh, maybe I should make like a talking point and like pin it in that page so people can click that.
Oh
and
my
see
God.
what to talk about. Maybe that would help.
I mean,
Probably.
I had like, yes, Snack. I had such anxiety because you're juggling like 5 tabs, like looking at everything, and it's like, all right, any donations? And you're like, I don't know, I haven't even looked yet. And then when you look and it's like, you haven't had any new ones, and it's like, I'm like, do I just say like, oh no, there aren't any, or like, how do I make this sound more eloquent than just like, nah, like, you have to kind of, you have to say something, or you chew through it, and but like, it's a whole bit.
Slim was telling me during his run with Bubba that I don't know if they came up with this like on the spot or if they told each other about it, but what Slim would do is he was set to push to talk on Discord, and he would press it when he wanted to say something, so the bubble would light up, and Bubba was noticing it, which is props to him because that's a lot to notice that was lighting up. So like he would notice that opened up, and he's like, oh, I think Slim needs to announce something.
Right.
So like he was kind of like motioning for himself to talk without. Oh, you could hear the button. I didn't realize, but like I thought that was like a really good idea, honestly.
Right.
Like doing that.
For what I tried to do, because I was on the announcing end first before I did anything else. Like I announced first, so I was just like, okay, maybe this would be easier if I approach it like this. So then when I co-commentated, and this is something for next time I would tell all of the co-commentators, because you can't see the game until a few seconds later anyway because of stream delay, like I was just watching the donation bar, and I had the donation tab up to see when we got new ones, and then I would queue instead of leaving it up to the runner. I'd be like, oh, I think we just got a donation, or I think there's time for a donation. Like obviously the games I co-commentated on I knew very well, so it was easy to do that, but that was just like something that I feel like if we'd had a general like communication consensus before, it would have been like a lot easier to not have like so many announcements that were like, what do I come up with? Oh my god, like right. What do I cover? Because you don't want to sound like you're beating a dead horse by saying the same thing all the time, and you don't want to come across too pushy, like, okay guys, donate, you need to get donations. It's like, yes, that's why we're doing it, but I also am that person that I hate going into a store and the person's like, so what are you shopping for today? Who are you shopping for? Are you gonna buy something? And I'm like, okay, I'm leaving. I get it. I'm just that person that does not like the hard sell at all. So I was trying so hard not to do that. And so like I feel like that was helpful for me to be on the announcing side of it first, and then be like, okay, when I co-commentate, I know what to look for, so I can tell the announcer we're good for this because I know they have something to talk about. So
I'm seeing a lot of comments in terms of like Discord screen sharing. That would be up to the individual if their computer would be able to handle. I mean, that definitely could have been a thing you guys used, and I just didn't really think about. I know I did it for DT's. The DT's, because it wasn't his block, but the commentary he did for the Link to the Past randomizer, like, because his audio needed to be in sync with like what you guys saw. So like the only way to do that was to have it screen shared, and apparently we had some issues where it was looking blocky, which is not surprising because I was running a million things at once.
Mm-hmm.
But I reset it and it was apparently fine for the rest of it, he was saying, but there was some issues.
I mean,
but, yeah.
I know that when I've done streams before, I've done the screen share thing, and it's really up to whoever's streaming if their computer can handle it. So, yeah. I think we were all kind of too nervous to try it out because we didn't want to kill anything or take away from like, oh no, like, what if I ruin, like, we go down because there are tech issues, like, so I think, it was better safe than sorry this time around, but I think definitely in the future, as we have, like, maybe some promo streams to hype up SGM and get the Twitch kind of to have a following, like that would be a good option, would be to test it then and make sure it's like a doable thing.
What we need is we need the LPRV, right? And then we can just all get together. We can get all the tech ready together. We can do like a big donation drive to get all this tech and equipment for our event.
We need the LPRV.
We'll just have all of that stuff, and then you don't have to worry about the tech not being there because we have all the good things that we need for everything to work, and we don't gotta worry about it anymore.
Right.
There's a solution, guys. Just get better stuff. Just
LPRV.
Spend a bunch of money and get the things we need, and then there you go. That's all you need to do.
Oh my god, that just reminded me of one of my other absolute favorite moments from the entire weekend was that, like, ridiculous concert that was had after SpongeBob with the automaton. When that automaton kicked in, I lost it. I was gone. I was like, I'm supposed to talk in, like, 30 seconds, and I cannot stop laughing. Like, Slim and I were in the waiting room for Mario Party, and we were both just dying laughing. Like, it was probably, he was streaming, so it was all like on his stream, just us laughing. But oh my god, that was so funny. The automaton took it home. I couldn't handle it. I was gone by that point.
Hey, Bobo, I don't want to I don't want to rain on the parade or anything, but I didn't know how much longer you're going for because I'm getting kind of hangry right now. So.
Hangry interview, let's go. Yeah. Well, you can wrap up. You can wrap up on here.
Yeah,
I mean,
I'll probably head out if that's okay.
Yeah, that's fine. We don't want big hangry Odie.
I might start being slightly more edgy Odin.
He's gonna be Garugamesh Odin,
yeah,
evil
that's
Odin.
Exactly what
he's gonna start going Garugamesh.
Stupid, so dumb.
Can we please wait for the next SGM? Can we please remake that commercial? Except have it
like
be
that's gonna be our...
That's the new trailer. Like, please remake that commercial.
I love it so much. Like...
And then you'll get to be like your gothic self going Garugamesh.
No, we have to say relevant things to what is in
okay,
it,
well, then say...
Still say Garugamesh.
You have to say Garugamesh because of
the thing.
Please have that be the next trailer for
God.
SGM2. It has to be.
I don't think that can be the next one, but we would have to all meet up in person.
Okay, well, the next one after we meet up in person to film
that
segment.
Trailer. Oh my god, we will never get through
No.
it. That we will die laughing like every take. Like there's gonna be 1,000 takes.
It
so
took
many
us
jump cuts.
It took us 3 hours to film that 8-second. You know this isn't Banjo-Kazooie, right? Like it literally took us 3 hours to film an 8-second video. So that's like it's gonna take us like 10 years to get this video out, but it would be amazing.
Oh man,
that
has to happen. This has to happen. I am very on board for this.
For anyone who's not familiar, what's the name of that video?
It's you could probably just look up Sakura Con.
Sakura Con.
That's probably the first.
Just look up
link.
Sakura Con. It's got to be the first video.
It's a trailer of some sort, but I guarantee if you look it up, it's probably the first suggestion.
There's
probably like Sakura Con Garugamesh or something. Like
the guy who says. He's like gothic, and he's in this gothic like 2000s getup, and he's like Garugamesh, and it looks just like Odin, except like it's punk Odin. It's his like punk transformation. There you go. Well, Pixie's got the link.
We'll have to get like the black lipstick that he's wearing.
Yeah, I just bought black lipstick for my cosplay, so I got
like that guy is.
I will do your makeup. You will look just like that guy. It'll be great. It'll be great.
Is it literally the first result? Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So that's the next trailer. Oh my god, that's so...
Isn't it funny that something can be like super cringy, but then like you can make like an homage to it, and that is better because of the source material? It's like the movie The Room, that's like supposed to be like really bad,
Right,
but like
yeah, and it's like, it has like a
they made,
cult
like,
following.
they made like a it's not a mockumentary, but I think it is actually. It's like it's something that they like tried to win an Academy Award for based on a very awful
So
movie. But like
dumb.
that makes it okay because it's not the original thing. It's just
Right.
it's just funny that that works like that. Like it's not like, oh, this is awful. Like no, you like appreciate it because of the
Because
source
it's
material.
so bad or whatever. Oh my god. Yeah, why is it him though? That's what I said. The first time I heard about this video was after Odie and I had already been dating for a little while. And they were like, oh yeah, I think Odie was like, yeah, there's this evil Odin meme that I'm this guy. And I'm like, it couldn't look that much like you. And I watched it and I was like, oh my god, it's just you with like gothic makeup. Why does it look so accurate? Yoo-hoo, K-Man!
K-Man. Oh, K-Man's just getting here when I'm leaving. One Kyle leaves, one Kyle enters.
Is that the K-Man Rules 1331? I also love the story that K-Man Rules 1331 was gifted a sub even though he has no access to that account.
That's pretty funny.
That's
Like
fabulous.
specifically that happened? Like
Yeah.
that wasn't like a random one, right? Like
No,
that
it was,
specific.
I think somebody gifted like 5 gift subs and one of them happened to be K-Man Rules
Oh, really?
1331 and he was like, I can't...
That's so funny.
I don't have access
I
to
thought
this
it was
account.
like I thought like someone specifically did it as like a joke.
No,
like, they
it was
knew
just
or
randomly.
something.
It was in one of the gift sub, like 5 gift subs. So
How would Twitch know to do that?
Prob-
Like, did it just happen to randomly give it to someone?
It
Like
gives-
obviously he had been at my stream at some point.
Right,
Does
it
look
randomly-
that far back into the history.
I think so many gift subs were given out that it was reaching at that point. Like, okay, we've got to give subs to just literally anybody who has ever been to this stream before. Yeah, like it was insane. It was literally insane.
Yeah, all the regulars dodging those gift subs all weekend.
I know, I saw that too. Like, I'm like, how is this person not subbed yet? Like, with how many gift subs have been given? So, it was just pretty crazy.
Hey Bobo, I don't want to put you on the spot, but you're gonna get somebody else in here to do a big interview with?
I can. I'd be up for it. I don't care. I would interview somebody else. I don't know if anybody's, like, ready to go on camera or anything.
A lot of pressure.
That stupid, heavy, fast breathing. I can't.
I'm gonna get going though. I need to get some big pizzas.
Alright, we'll get that pizza.
Thanks for having me, Bobo.
Well, thanks for talking and for putting on the entire stacked game marathon. It was amazing.
Thanks. I'm glad we didn't get emotional during this. I'm glad you cried before.
I
was
cried
on
before
camera.
you were on here, so
I
it
was
wasn't.
like, when you did that, like I was like, I felt bad because you're crying. But I was like, oh, good. I'm not gonna cry now.
He was happy. He's
That's
like,
not
oh,
gonna
she's
happen
crying.
now
This is.
during this. I'm like, woo! She
Oh
got that
my
out of the
god,
way.
you're so mean to me. You're not supposed to be relieved that I cried without you. Like,
Look, I cried for like an hour and a half last night at the end.
he cries for an hour and a half. You know how many times I cry? All the time. All the time.
Thanks
Oh
for
my
having
God.
me, everybody.
All
and
right.
It was fun running the event. I'm glad you all liked it. I'm glad that YouTube decided to tell me my music was paused.
And in case you didn't know, like, Streamlabs followed
Yeah,
Oh,
we gotta
yeah.
follow from
at the end of the
Streamlabs.
night. Oh my god, I love it. I love it. Well, thanks for joining me for this, Odie. I'm gonna, you can go ahead and wave and I'll just, like, close this camera out so it's not, like, pulling some weird image up. So.
Okay. I mean, oh, I got you.
You know what
so-
I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, I guess. Alright, I'll just wave until you tell me.
do
not
no,
to.
do the
Alright.
like rad gravity wave. Like, no, you have to smile bigger than that though. Okay, now you're good.
Okay.
All right, but they can still
Alright,
hear
I'm
you.
gonna go for reels now, so I love you. Bye.
Love you too. Bye. Alright. So I don't even know what I'm doing now. Okay, so yeah, ghost voice. Ooh. Oh my god. So you guys, this weekend was just like unreal. So much fun. And again, if you missed any of it or like you want to go back and watch, like all the VODs are organized in the SGM command now. There's like a file that Odie put together, and obviously it'll all be on YouTube as well. Yeah, hashtag cough also. Hashtag cough. Seriously, he needs an Odin's P1 cough. I'm like, hey, Odie, just apply for that partnership. Like, there was so much crap that happened this weekend. Like, I bet Twitch would be like, what? What happened to Odin's spec? He, like, you know, exploded over the weekend. But anyway, it was so much fun. Yeah. I hate saying GG, but I'll say it for this. Yeah, all the GGs in chat. I hate the sound of it. I really do. Like, I say it when I'm forced. Otherwise, I'll be like, good game. You think they connect the dots? Nah. Streamlabs followed. That's it. Like, you're famous now. Like, it's a real thing. He became famous, obviously. I can't believe it's already 5 o'clock either. I feel like it's like noon. Like, how has this day been so fast? Like, I didn't even wake up late. Like, my body woke me up. Like, hey, SGM might be going on. Oh, wait, no, it's not. JK. Debated. So I'm like, why does it feel so much earlier than it is right now? Yeah, it's 5 o'clock. I'll probably wrap up here pretty soon anyway, because I don't have a ton more to talk about. I just really wanted to do like an overview of the weekend and shout out the fun that was had. Also, Flame, thank you for the follow. But I just wanted to kind of shout out the fun that was had, and I have the whole list here, and it's so funny because looking at the schedule, it's like it looks so short. But it was like so full of energy. It was so full of life. I can't wait to go back and watch the things that I missed, which, looking at it, there weren't a ton of things that I missed because a lot of the runs in the middle of the night were pretty long, so it wasn't like, oh, you know, I missed like 7 different games in the night. Oh yeah, I'm definitely gonna rewatch some of the VODs today because I'm just wanting to reminisce immensely. So much. I'm so excited. And what I wanted to one of the things I wanted to talk about too is like what I want to try and do for next time. Like I had so many ideas for like different runs and different things to do this time that I just was not able to do because of my injury. And it was funny. I talked to Odie about this, and we had like hardly any Mario games in there. Like we had Mario Party, and there was Mario 35 and Mario Kart, but I think those were literally all the Mario games. Like, I don't think there was one other Mario game in there. And one of my original suggestions that I was going to do was a Super Mario Bros. 3 run, because I used kind of a weird strategy to get through the game. And so I was like, oh, I'd show that off. Like, I'm not like a speed runner or anything necessarily. Like, I'm not like that. But it was just funny that there ended up being like no Mario games hardly, except for like multiplayer, or again, Mario Party was kind of an oddball in the mix too. So pretty crazy. But yeah, you've already started rewatching. I'm so glad so many of you have started rewatching, because so much fun. Yeah, everyone's gonna start practicing for SGM too. Like, as soon as I'm healed, that's like the first thing I'm doing is practicing to see like what runs I could do. Or you're watching Celeste run? What name won on that? That was something that Odie and I were talking about last night. We were like, who won on the Celeste run? Like, what was the character name? Because there was a poll for that and I missed it. Or we both missed it because it was like kind of in the middle of the night for us. So I'm so sad Amogus didn't win. Amogus was second. Oh my god. So dumb. Yeah, I was wondering what won. I can't believe Amogus didn't win. That's amazing. For our SakuraCon ad, instead of the sushi chef, we could do like bartender K-Man who says, "Get your butts to stacked game marathon." Yeah, and then he just goes out of the room doing that. So dumb. Oh my god. He'd be. It's got to end on K-Man doing some dumb bit that he's like overly committed to. Agreed. But yeah, I woke up for when it comes to like the poll names, I woke up because of Jilly in the middle of the night for, or not the middle of the night, but early in the morning for PTM's Powered Mario's Pokemon Red run, which I heard he forgot to get the Master Ball, so I'm like, oh. But anyway, I woke up just in time for that. He had just caught Pidgey, and he was like asking for a name for Paris. He was like, okay, I need a name for Paris. And then right after, he's like, it was probably Bill. I don't know who donated for this, but it was for Dirt Daddy. And just the fact that Lapras was the next Pokemon for Dirt Daddy was like my favorite. So funny. And so I'm like, did you actually name Lapras Dirt Daddy? Yep. Dirt Daddy! The games you picked for this marathon, I was just kind of like, yeah, I'm pretty good at these games. Well, the first thing I announced for was Kirby 64 for you, Snack, and I was like, wow. I know you always make fun of me because you're like, yoo-hoo, Bobo, why do you suck at this game? But like, clearly I don't practice enough. I'm like, okay, I struggle so hard on so many parts of this even though I grew up with it. I feel like next time, Snack, you should do a Pokemon Snap. I mean, I know you were worried about tanking, like, the hate from Cholsey, but I think you're gonna have to just tank it and do, like, a Pokemon Snap playthrough. Oh. You need to get something to eat, Scott, man? I need to get something to eat here in a minute, too. Like, I'm just kind of wrapping up here anyway, just to share some final fun thoughts with you all, but yeah, thank you so much, Scott Man, for all of your support this weekend. Truly, truly amazing kindness from Scott Man this weekend with some very hefty donations and then so much hype in the chat as well. So many gift subs and bits and so much donated for the cause of BCRF. So thank you so much, Scott Man. Truly a hero. Yeah, you killed the Kirby mini games. This was also another instance of, like, I'm supposed to be announcing and, like, telling you guys what to do, kind of, and you're like, alright, well, that's it, unless we have time. And I'm like, maybe you should play the minigames again. I'm like, oh my god, I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what I'm supposed to tell them to do. I'm just gonna tell them to play the minigames again and then maybe get in trouble for it. Yeah, the Pokemon Stadium minigames would be that would be a fun time. That would be a fun time, too. I would be, like, so excited for that. I love minigames. You guys know I love minigames anyway, because, like, Mario Party's my main, but... I know you submitted Pokemon Snap for this marathon. I'm saying, like, you should be like, well, this is the one that I'm doing next time. You're not allowed to not put it on the schedule. Wow. Also, shout out to PTM winning his own new Pokemon Snap giveaway. Like, literally winning his own giveaway and being like, oh. Maybe not. Next year we should also ask Twitch for front page action. Smile. Yo. Seriously. Like, I'm just saying, like, you know how, I know we kept talking about, like, GDQ throughout the weekend, and it's like, this was not GDQ, this was very much its own thing, but at the same time, it's, like, the easiest comparison to make, because it's also, like, a charity stream event, especially now that it's digital thanks to COVID, but, that's something, like, I feel like, just with how well the entire event did this year. Like, we could definitely like reach out to like the Yeti or T-Fury or one of those like companies with t-shirts that can be like ordered throughout the event and the proceeds go. Like, I feel like they would be all about that, knowing like the success of the event, or like at least we can ask. Like, I feel like it's very possible. So especially with the rapport now, like, you know, it wasn't just like I said earlier, it's not like we were like, oh, we're raising money for BCRF here, we're gonna throw this money at them at the end of this. Like, it was, no, we were very much partnered with them, so there's like more legitimacy in that, and that's really, really nice. But oh my god, yes, guys, this is the inside scoop. So I had one job. Odie and I talked like once a day on the phone. We were like squeezing in like times to just talk, because obviously Odie was running an entire marathon and I was just watching and being like, cool. But he was like, hey, would you enter the Persona 4 giveaway for me? Because I don't want to enter my own charity event giveaway. Like, that seems really shady. And I was like, okay. I was like, this is gonna be I said, that's gonna be so cursed, though. Like, if I win this, I will never hear the end of it. Like, I would never hear the end of winning a Persona 4 giveaway. Like, let's be real. I was like, are you sure this is the way you want me to, like, sabotage myself? And he's like, yeah, it'll be. And I was like, if I win this Persona 4 giveaway and I miss out on that headset, I'm literally I'm gonna pass out. Like, I'm gonna die. Like, I can't. And yeah, MadameWario Monday. I don't even know what it means. Like, I don't even know what it means. Anyway, but like, I was like, okay, I'll enter. And right at that moment, I wanted to have pizza in time to like have, everybody was like, we're getting pizza at 6. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna run, get pizza, like have the stream on in my car. And of course, because it was like a phone connection, it was lagging, like it was behind what was really happening. And so I got my pizza, I'm on my way home, and like that, I just want to say the exit for Hereupon Will's Tetris was perfect. Like, the timing, I was like, Odie, I don't know if you meant to like time it as perfectly, but when you guys were like, all right, get the shepherd's crook in here and yank us off, and then Zebra's just like, all right, thanks, and you guys just, it perfectly transitioned, and I was like, you would have thought that was like rehearsed. Like, you would have literally thought it was rehearsed. I was laughing on my way home, listening. It was absolutely perfect. So if you haven't, like, if you guys didn't watch it back, like, go watch it back. It was hilarious. Yeah, you have to, it was the most perfect transition that could have happened with that whole bit. But, so I pull in and I run into my house and I'm like, okay. And I literally hear Scooter saying, okay, there's 1 minute left on the giveaway. And of course there's lag because it's the stream. So I'm like, oh my god, it's the giveaway. I'm supposed to be entering for Odie. So I like threw the pizza down on the stove and ran over to my computer. And as soon as I got to my keyboard, it was like, Nightbot has closed the giveaway. And I was like, I'm sorry, I missed my one job of entering this Persona 4 giveaway. It wasn't meant to be. The universe knew. They were like, you cannot win a Persona. You can't do this to yourself. Like, no. So, yeah, you weren't going to enter any giveaways, but eventually you just gave up and started doing it. Oh my god. Yes, if you didn't have pizza yesterday, order pizza, because, man, it hit the spot yesterday. I'm excited to have leftovers today. A bunch of us were like, hey, I need pizza, because day 3, pizza party, let's go. But yeah, it was a time trying to, of all things, win Persona 4. Like, literally the last thing I would truly be trying to win. Like, I tried not to enter giveaways for anything I wasn't interested in, like, that I knew other people would really, really want. And I was like, if I win this, that's going to be such a blow. Like, and or something that, like, Odie had put together to give away. I was like, I'm not going to enter, but I'll just hype it and say good luck. But I noticed this was so funny, but my mom was entering all the giveaways. And I'm like, Mom, what are you going to do with these 2 gold Legend of Zelda cartridges? don't even like Zelda. So shout out to my mom. She was entering all the giveaways, and I thought it was hilarious. Like, I could tell the one she legitimately wanted, and she really wanted those headphones at the end too. But like, when I saw her enter the Legend of Zelda cartridge giveaway, I was like, Mom, didn't you say you didn't like this game and that's why you didn't get it for us as kids? Oh, so Madam Mom, you know. Imagine Madam Mom winning Persona 4 also. That would have been the most cursed thing. I would have been like, Mom, don't. Just don't do it. Like, you can't. But hey, you never know. I wanted the headphones. I know you wanted the headphones, but I thought some of the giveaways you entered were hilarious. I was like, there is no way she even knows what this is. Oh, my mom just casually taken Odie's prize. Like, a lot of the prizes I could understand, but that one was just like really funny to me. I was getting a kick out of that, so I know I'm exposing my mom right now, but it was just very cheeky and funny to me. But yeah. Yeah, sometimes you just want to boost entries and you just casually win. Yeah, like your flower crown. So dumb. Snack's got a Rat King next year in the crown. For real. Yeah, Wario Boy, that's kind of how I approach things. I was like, if I already have what this is meant for, if I'm like not really into that franchise, like, and I know I'm not into that franchise, like, I'm not gonna worry about it, but Rat King, Rat King, Rat King. Yeah, like entering I entered all the plushies, obviously. I entered all the plush giveaways except my own. I would not be like, didn't pull a PTM where I entered my own like giveaway, but and I didn't enter anything that was like of my sister's either. Like, she gave away prints. I know I could just call her and be like, hey, can I have a print of this thing? Like, so I didn't enter anything like that I knew that I could just, I had the connection. So I was like, I didn't enter that, and I didn't enter any of the games that were like Zelda, because I wanted that to go to like a true Zelda fan or something. But pretty much anything Pokemon I entered, anything, almost everything else I entered, or something that I knew like was something I probably wouldn't play or wouldn't get to truly play right now. I was like, I'll just have somebody else, like, you know. I didn't want to steal the prizes, but you know. Yay, Beck! What did Beck win? She won the Legend of Zelda cartridges. That's right. Because I think that I was the voice for that. I think I was the voice for that giveaway. The giveaways were really fun to voice over. And I was really hoping, I told Slim this when we were like in the waiting room getting ready for Mario Party, but I was like, I really hoped that you were gonna win the Pokemon puzzle giveaway while you were announcing said giveaway, like on the mic, and be like, oh wow, what do you know, the winner is Slim Kirby, never heard of him, but congrats. Like, that would have been the most like cursed funniest win. I was like, dang, that would have been so perfect. But then I think Big Foo took those home, so that's awesome too, because I know she enjoys puzzles. But yeah, I thought it was so fun. Odie didn't mention this. I was gonna ask him to tell this earlier, but we had 19 giveaways for this event. So that's pretty impressive. I just want to thank everybody that donated something, because some of you literally donated like we had people that were like, hey, I want to hype this more, that were donating games like behind the scenes, or buying games to give away just for fun, to make the event more engaging and enjoyable for everybody. So like, I just want to say thank you to everybody for the 19 giveaways, because it wasn't even like, there are so many events, and this is kind of like, you know, I understand it, but at the same time it's annoying, because then they'll have like 3 giveaways, and one is at a peak hour in the middle of the evening, and then one is like at the very end, and it's like, okay, that's cool. But we had him literally after every single run yesterday, and like all through the night too. So if you were not only on during the day, like you didn't miss out, you still were able to enter giveaways, which I thought was really, really nice. Because like that's the other thing, if it's not time zone friendly, it's like, cool, I'm not gonna have a chance to even enter yet. I've been here, like, you know. But what? You think Hubicorn entered one of the giveaways? Guys, if Hubicorn had won, he probably entered the Flower Crown giveaway. If Hubicorn had won the Flower Crown, I would have laughed. I would have been gone. That would have been it. Hubicorn was my uncle. Like, literally my aunt and uncle, but mostly my uncle. And that would have been, like, the funniest thing. To be like, you did not just win this Flower Crown. Like, I would have died. Dead. Oh my god, so funny. I gotta shout out my family, though. My family was honestly, like, supporting this entire thing. My mom was there, like, the whole time, so shout out to Madam Mom. Thanks for all the support for the event. And then my sister, Madam Cooking Mama, she donated during Clubhouse games. She donated for the Pokemon drawing submission for Pixel, and I didn't even know this at the time because it wasn't something Weaver was announcing at that time, and she couldn't see like the submission. I think that was up to Odie to share that, and her comment was just, I don't know Pokemon, draw my dog. And I'm like, well, first of all, entering in to have a Pokemon drawn and then saying you don't know Pokemon, so draw my dog. So shout out to Madam Cooking Mama's dog. But, you know, but it was very kind of her to stop by and donate. And she was there more than once, too. She wasn't just there for that segment. And the drawing was super cute. Pixie literally drew her dog in, like, a Pikachu onesie. So I sent it to her the next day. She's like, oh my god, I didn't know when he was gonna do it. So, she was excited. She doesn't even want to catch them all. But yeah, that was really funny. So I had my mom there, my sister there. Obviously, Madame Toadstool was in the event. I don't know that my other sister, Charmander, showed up at all. If she did, she wasn't, like, in the chat. So I don't know if she was there or not. Or she was, and I just didn't see her because I was doing too many other things. But, and then my aunt and uncle were there supporting, too. So shout out to my family who all stopped by and had their incognito or, you know, their hype. So... oh my god, yes, we talked about that earlier, K-Man, how Pixie's drawing is, like, the official shirt, or it's going to be. It's like everybody's saying, like, I want a shirt, I want a tank top. I really want a hoodie, like a bright pink hoodie with the design on it. Like, that would be so cute. I would take one of everything. So, I would love, like, people make fun of the Pepto-Bismol pink, but that's, like, my favorite color pink is, like, Pepto-Bismol pink. And I don't know why I guess people, like, dunk on it because it's, like, a medicine for, like, diarrhea, but I don't care. It's, like, the prettiest color, and it's, like, my favorite color pink. It's, like, bubblegum pink, and I'm like, I would literally be in love if I had a hoodie that color with the design on it. I want a tattoo! K-Man, get it tattooed. Just have your whole back covered in the artwork. K-Man's gonna get it tattooed. It's gonna be great. We love Pepto! Look, Pepto saved me. I love the color of Pepto. I can't help it. But hopefully we can get something going where, like, the proceeds from the sales will... oh my god, yes, stickers! Yes, that would be perfect, too. Good idea, Bubba. But hopefully we can get something set up where, like, the proceeds from the sales go to BCRF, because if we set it up on, like, any other platform, I think it would just be, like, I don't think there'd be any way to do that. It would just go towards, like, whatever company was, like, printing them, like Redbubble or something. I don't think that they do that, unfortunately, but hopefully we can figure that out. Hopefully we can get that figured out. And I know that Odie's going to contact BCRF, our contact Lindsay, she was so great. That was, like, her first time on stream, and she did such an awesome job and was so informative. And you know, she's talking about a pretty scary subject for some people and like the real like facts in nature. And I think she did a great job of not just being like, wow, this is like how harsh this is, and like, and really talked about like the positives and how things are being done to make it where it doesn't have to be like this, it eases the fear, I guess. So like, it was a really nice interview. So shout out to Lindsay for, and she was like lurking and all through the chat all weekend too. Like I know she saw some of those big donation milestones, and so that was really, yeah, it did. It had a tone of inspiration for sure. It was not at all like a scare tactic interview or a big down. Like I know it's easy for the subject of cancer to quickly become like a something that you don't want to hear, or you know, something that's hard to hear, but like I think she was very informative in like a very good way. And I thought Odie had good questions to ask. He was nervous because he's like, I blacked out, did I say anything good, did I say something stupid, like how was it? Because I know that he was doing so much behind the scenes stuff. Getting the interview set up was a pain in the butt, but like it was honestly wonderful. So I thought he did a great job with that. But oh, Snowy Satoru, thank you for the sub.
I don't know what to think about that.
Thank you so much.
But they're not your average points.
My boss came back, by the way. I can just click on them now. Yay. Thank you so much, Snowy. I appreciate it. Odie blacking out for legit reasons. You blacked out trying to remember if you pronounce scavengers or scavengers. What's really funny is that when Zenonia was on the mic, somebody said something about scavengers and they literally spelled it correctly, and she just, I know she didn't even know it. Like she just read it and was like, okay, shout out to K-Ban and his work on scavengers, and like she just kept reading, and I was like, she didn't even say it right. I was like, do you know you said, I don't think you were supposed to say it like I think you were actually supposed to read the like title. It was so funny. So sorry, K-Man, if you get fired. We love you. We're here to support you. Whoops. Oh, and it happened last night too. Yeah, but we were all, everybody's broken. No one knows how to say we don't know how to say scavengers anymore. It's just scavengers. Yeah, they know the curse. At least they know the curse at your work, and they're not like, why are you promoting this game wrong? Like, what are you doing? Yoo-hoo. So it's so funny. Yeah, and then shout out to Odie. First of all, roasting everybody for saying stacked gaming marathon, which I'm pretty sure most of us have said stacked game marathon. Like, I don't know, maybe it slipped up here and there, but I feel like I heard most people say stacked game marathon, because that's what it was. And then he literally said it like 30 seconds later. Was like, alright, well, thanks for joining us for the first stacked gaming marathon. Yeah, broken. Absolutely broken. Anyway, I just thought I'd throw some shade because I can. Oh, but yeah, so anyway, my whole point with I wanted to shout out Lindsay and that, but we do have a contact, so hopefully we can get like merch. I would love to have merch for the SGM event. Like, hopefully we can get that going though and get something figured out, which I'm sure they have connections somewhere or some way of doing that. But yeah, it should have been called the Spacked Game Marathon. I know he was thinking about it when he was like brainstorming names. That was one of the options, but then he decided he didn't want it to just be his name, since it was all of us working together. Even though he's like the backbone of it, it's like, well, I think it's fun. I love that it can be like very interchanged with that though. Oh my gosh. But seriously, what a fun weekend. I can't believe it's already like come and gone. Like there's been so much anticipation for this, especially on my end. I've been looking forward to this so much. And it's just been like incredible to to see the success of it. Like I knew it would be successful because it was just, it already felt successful just with everybody working together and being involved the way that they were. So thank you to everybody who was part of it, for real. I said this last night. I was like, look, I get cheesy, I get mushy. I'm like a Hallmark movie. Like I love it. So I, of course, am going to say all the like cheesy greeting card things, but I mean them. So I love you guys, and I love what you've done for this community and for this weekend. And I wish I could give everybody a hug, for real, but I love it. I don't know why, but before this marathon, I remember having like promos play in my head. Oh my god. Yes, I'm not embarrassed about it either. Exactly. Here, I'll get my virtual hugs. I just had so many emotes like copied and pasted yesterday because I could not stop spamming and I couldn't let go of my caps lock button. But yeah. Oh my god. It was just so much fun. I really just, I can't even form words. I can't wait to go back and watch what I missed and check out the things that I was panicking during because I was announcing and be like, was I truly cringe? You know, I gotta go back and analyze. But you guys are awesome. You guys are the best. I'm really happy that you were able to be part of this. Everybody watching, anybody who stopped by. Again, I saw so many familiar names. Like, it was wonderful to have you there. Yeah, cringe check. Exactly. Psycho being a god and a hero as usual. Just, you know, representing, being awesome. I can't. Also, this song playing with this. Rito Village Night. Yo, I may not play Legend of Zelda, but I love the music. I truly do. So, I am so glad your mom did the interview because I feel like that brought the very, like, real side of things into the picture from, like, and kind of brought into fruition, like, that this is something that your family has been through and there's a direct connection, which was why, like, the whole event that Odie put together was inspired by that. So, I'm definitely glad that she caved and was like, okay, I'm gonna do the interview, it's fine. But yeah. So, it turned out really good, and it was awesome, and it added another element to it that I think, you know, that I don't think we'd had that yet, like, during the marathon, that we didn't have that, like, real element of, like, wait, this is the reason for the cause, this is why we're doing this. So I thought that was great of her to be on there. But yeah. You're back from getting food? Nice! Great to see you're still streaming. I know, I was like, I'm gonna wrap it up, and then I talked for like 20 more minutes, so obviously that's my style as always. But yeah, if you guys weren't there last night because it was very late, I will just reiterate that with all the bits and gift subs and all the hype shared, like all of that is going towards the charity. So everything from the weekend is going to go towards the charity as well. And that it was over $17,000 that was raised in total. So that's absolutely incredible. Absolutely incredible. So thank you guys. Wrapping up, you say? At least I popped in for the last few minutes. Toad in Wonderland. Hype. Oh, thanks for stopping by. I appreciate it. Yeah, exactly. It's important to get the checkups just to make sure you're healthy. For sure. I thought that what she had to say was very insightful and that she said it well. So for sure. Oh my god, FYI, I'm an emotional wreck now. I already ugly cried on stream earlier, Toad. Like, I already had my moment of breaking down and crying, and you know, it happens. You love a good sob. But that is one thing I wanted to say too, like, kind of as a final note of this little, like, oh, Julie! Hi! Oh, okay. She goes, "Ah!" I don't think you heard her. Maybe you did. Yeah, you look so beautiful. That's where you watched from. Mm-hmm. You gonna show everybody how you watched? She was, like, posed on the couch, just loving life. Oh, and she's licking butts. How nice. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You heard her? Oh, that's awesome. I just tweeted what happened when I got home. Someone sent me money. What? Oh my god. But that's one thing I wanted to say was that Lindsay said this during her interview with Odin, and I think this is very true. She was like, she said, guys, talk about what you did. I know this butt licking's going on in the background, but I'm trying to be serious right now. So she's like, no. Here we go. She's like, talk about what you did. Let people know that this is something that you guys did. You should be proud of it. You should spread the word, because telling people is like spreading awareness and having people know, like, this was a big deal. This is going to continue to be like a successful thing. Twitch, don't ban us! Jilly! Okay, there we go. Now we're just itching and licking foots. It never fails, you guys. I can't escape. I have cringe happening in the background all the time, and it's Jilly. Yeah. What are you doing? You gonna lay with Sephi? She loves to lay with Sephiroth over there. You can't see him, but he's right there. She loves to lay with him. But yeah, so please talk about it, spread the word, tweet about it. You know, let people know, like, what an amazing event this was, and keep up the hype, because we definitely are going to do this again. So it's not like, oh, that was it, like, we're not going to talk about it ever again except to reminisce. Like, no, it is happening again, and I think it's very important to be like, hey, look, we all came together. This is our community. This is like what we can do, and we raised over 17. Okay, I thought this was a different song. Sorry. And we raised over $17,000, and that's a giant, like, feat. That's amazing. Like, we are ready to do this again. So I gotta put all the keys. I really need a Jilly emote. I literally don't have room for one, unless I delete something else. Or I guess I could make it a tier 3, but then, like, no one else can really use it, and or not no one else. Very few people would actually be able to use it. Unless everybody wants to beef up their sub to tier 3, which I'm not asking anybody to do. So it's like, okay, you know, because I would love to have the Pog as a tier 1 as well, but I'm like, I don't think there's one I can replace. So it's like, all right, I guess we're just leaving it at tier 2. I guess it's like Froggo is becoming more, or I guess less and less relevant, just because he's not always on screen and stuff. But like, I'm like, do I want to put Froggo as tier 2? I don't know. But you can make bit emotes too if you wanted to. Wait, what do you mean I can make bit emotes? I can make a bit. I don't think I knew this. I was unaware. But yeah. I need to have a Jilly emote, though, is my point. Emotes people can use if they cheer. Oh, I didn't know that was a thing. What? Oh my god. I had no idea that was a thing. Well, okay, well, I had no clue. I guess that that's a good option, because then that would allow for definitely more emotes. I was like, I'm so limited, you guys. I'm sorry. But, like, oh my god, I had no clue. So... oh, sweet. Well, then I'll have to do that. I'll have to add some in, because we've definitely had many people give so many bits on this channel. So, yeah, I just didn't even know that was a thing. I know, we're just a bunch of noobs. Just a bunch of noobs. We're trying to, like, be cool. I Alright, well then that gives me at least 3 spaces to add new emotes, because I've talked about I need a Jilly one now. I wanted a Queen one for the longest time, but just never had a slot for it, and it was like, alright. But we need a Jilly emo. There's another emo I want to add, like I need to have a hype emote of my own, because I say that all the time, and like I need something that's like hype. I just don't know what yet. And then that leaves room for one more too to figure out, but yeah, this is hype. I mean, bot is hype, you're right. So I need like a hug or something. I don't know. Some kind of love. Kitty love. Oh my gosh. Okay, well, I'm going to start wrapping up here. I'm gonna play my credits sequence. If I can find it. I'm never clicking on the right thing for some reason. I'm telling you guys, this weekend drained me of my ability to remember what it's like to be a true streamer. I'm just too big of a noob. Yes, like Madame's hug is good. Masay's hug is good. Like I need some kind of hug emote maybe, because yeah, that would just be fabulous. Okay, is this working? Okay, this should cover me up for the moment. But I will go ahead and roll my credits for you guys just to show off all the amazing support that was had today. You guys are awesome. I was really not expecting anything today, but thank you for the donation, Mr. Wario, for the bits from Pixie, Scottman, Psycho, Alright Angelia, Mario Gamerable, to my mods who are here, Bubba, K-Man, Odie, Pixie, and Zenonia, to my new followers, and maybe not a thank you to some of these new followers, but thank you to the ones who are legit. The subs and resubs, Psycho Nacho, Pixie, Snack, Red Mage, Ao, Jammy, Cake Man, Sly Fox, Red Sky, Madam Toadstool, Shy Guy for Days, so many subs, Octoling Mikey, Zenonia, Wolf, Snowy, Satoru, thank you so much. Thank you to everybody who hosted today. Really appreciate it. I need to count how many subs that was, because I literally just put the number 20, because I had no idea how many subs actually happened. And while it's getting back to that, I will just say that there was a gift sub from Power to Mario. There were gift subs from Scottman. I think hopefully those were all the gift subs, and I'm not just like missing people. But seriously, thank you so much. There we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 15 new subs. Thank you guys. Or subs and resubs. I think I got PTM. I knew PTM gifted one.